day, another bean.
Beans.
Hey, and another motherfucking bean.
Bean.
Bean. Another day and another motherfucking bean coming at your motherfucking head. Then we gonna come for your motherfucking bread. We rob niggas now. This ain't a podcast no more.
We're right behind you. Do you feel that energy? Yep, that's us. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Don't turn around.
Just get to the pockets, nigga. Just get to the pockets. Yeah, because that's how we love our fans. We rob y'all.
Yeah.
What other podcast hosts you know?
Straight up rob your ass.
Straight up put the gun, the tule on your motherfucking head, bro. Us.
Yep.
We'll do it. We don't mind. What's up, Beaners? Just to give you guys a time reference of what day. I know you're hearing it in the future, but what day this is for us? The NBA starts tomorrow.
Oh yeah, the real games, not the scrimmage
not
games.
This bullshit they've been fucking posting and shit. No.
Yeah, these games that I pretend to get excited for and then just kind of don't.
It can't because it's like the starters aren't playing in the third, so I can't care.
Yeah.
I can't. It's like preseason football.
I don't even care about the highlights anymore.
No, because it's like I know it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I will say I did like seeing Ja drop 28 points in a half. That's awesome.
Also, whatever camera shots they're using are fucking amazing.
They're using They're using 2K
camera shots. They're like, wow.
Bro, they're using NBA Live cameras. That doesn't make any sense.
It's really crazy. It makes it look like a video game. I'm so used to we'll see how this plays out during the regular season. It might be awesome, or it might be like, just go back to what it used to be.
Yeah, because that shit is intense, bro.
Yeah, it's like
that shit is intense.
It's very noticeable. It's not like
it takes you out. Like
yes,
you're like,
does
whoa, why do I see their sweat glistening?
Yeah, like why is it at this angle? I don't know.
Weird.
I don't like that. There's already so much change. We don't need that much more change.
Good point.
There's already so much fucking
enough change.
Yeah.
You know what? Enough forcible change that you don't need to add your own spin to it.
But, the bubble is working. Second round of tests came through. 0 positives.
Yep. Well, I mean, you got to go to the strip club to get chicken wings.
Yeah, I mean, you get the chicken wings. I see someone did post a picture of the chicken wings, and it makes sense.
They looked amazing. I never said they were bad.
Yeah.
I just said, I don't think it was just the wings. That's all I ever said. That's all we ever said. No one stated that the wings were horrible.
No, that's true. It's just the move was bad. I think that's what we said. And
it was for pussy.
Yes, clearly.
We also stated that, and we will stand by that statement.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised no one has. This is the case of 0 just because no one tried to break the quarantine to get some pussy, man.
Somebody's broke the quarantine to get pussy.
And gotten away with it.
Yeah.
And then just got lucky.
Yeah. Oh, like 100%. Yeah. Like, yo, you don't think these grown men, these warriors,
who are used to just fucking all the time too. Yeah.
I mean, like crazy amounts of pussy.
Right. So.
And not all of them are sex addicts. We're talking about the non-sex addicts.
Yeah.
Some of them are take basketball and the amount of pussy they could get out of it, they would still be like crazy sex addicts.
Right.
Because they're people, just the amount of people you get.
And then they just need that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
and some of them are gay and just having gay bubble sex.
Yeah, well, that's better.
That's totally fine. No,
yeah,
I'm not judging that.
Well,
other than they're not gonna go to heaven.
Well, that's better for the coronavirus, anyways, because if you fuck in the bubble, it's fine.
Yeah. Now, if it's gay, you are going to hell, though.
But I think we should make a campaign. Let them be gay for 3 months. # let them be gay.
Come on, for 3 months. You said, hey.
# let them be gay for 3 months.
3 months. Thank you. Let's put a time limit.
Yeah, no judgment. No God looks away.
That's why you can watch basketball.
Yeah, God looks away, and then they get to be.
God does like this, nigga.
Yeah, and then they get to be gay for 3 months. I think that's fair.
That's way more fair.
Yeah, let them be gay.
Say we.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. You want the hot takes? You come here.
Yep.
That's why you're listening right now. You're like, I came here for good sports knowledge.
Well, I came here for good sports knowledge, and they also came here to get your take on the movie Bambi, Derek.
Oh, before we get into the real reason you're here, which is our motherfucking homie, Brian motherfucking Simpson.
Yeah.
One of the greatest comics alive, period. One of the, alive, walking earth that can put a microphone in front of his face and tell jokes. He's one of the best people on the earth that can do that. And he is our first guest reverse beans.
Yeah, he's a guest teller.
He's our first one ever. No one's ever told both of us the movie.
Yeah, so
you know what
we're
I'm
excited
saying?
for this one.
So I'm sure you guys are too. But before we get into that, we got to get into last week's movie because that's how the podcast works. Get on board, people who came for Brian Simpson. It's your fucking fault you don't know how this goes.
Yeah.
I watched Bambi today, nigga.
Yeah. What did you think?
I think it's good. The movie's been out 80 years.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Yeah, almost 80 years.
Yeah, the movie old as hell, but I liked it, bro. The graphics are great.
They hold up. It's great.
Graphics hold up super tough.
Which is why which is why I kept saying, bro, if you were there in the 40s, that must have been fucking mind blowing.
Must have fucked your butthole.
Yeah, it must have really been like. That's why it made $4 billion in the box office.
Yeah.
There's no way people saw it just once.
No, you saw that a couple times.
You saw that a couple
Your
times?
kids also want to see it a couple times.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's not a kids movie. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. It's not a fucking kids movie. It's an hour and 10 minutes of pure panic. I might as well have been watching War of the Worlds. The only thing this movie was missing was Tom Cruise running as well.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you know what keyed me to this movie was gonna be like way dark. Besides knowing it, was when the lightning strikes the forest. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this? Is pure violence.
I got some notes.
Yes.
I got some notes for Bambi, guys.
Okay. Yeah. This is a movie that needs notes now.
Hey, anybody who comes at us, by the way, and your insult is, oh, you guys talk about old shit. Nigga, you don't think we know?
Yeah. Also, technically, everything is old shit.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Even if we were talking about stuff an hour ago, that was old shit.
Uncut Gems was old shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you're... Or should we do the movies before? Do you want us to do John Wick 4 now?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you want from us. People who throw that insult at us like, oh, who's listening to this shitty podcast where you guys talk about non-relevant movies? Hey, bro, hate to tell you this, Jurassic Park's still relevant. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
But also, what does that mean? Does that mean you're sitting at home and you want to watch a movie and Dark Knight comes on? You're like, well, this is 2008.
This is fucking stupid.
Yeah, the fuck?
Why would they play this?
Yeah, this is bullshit.
Everything 2020.
Yeah.
Only.
Yeah.
Only 2019. I don't want to fucking hear about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, I get that. We get some crazy insults.
Yeah.
First off, you listen. Hey, listener right now who probably said that, who's mad. Nigga, cut us off.
Yeah. Also,
stop listening to us.
If you're looking for current events, maybe a movie podcast isn't the best thing to do, huh?
So you cut on. So let me just get in your brain. You were like, bro, let me get some knowledge of what's going on in the world. Let me get some current events. Ooh, I know. I'll listen to Blade episode.
Yeah.
I'll listen to the Spoil the Beans Blade episode. And then I'm gonna get mad at them for reviewing Blade. What the fuck do you want, nigga? No, first off, also people who come at us with that shit, no one ever said we were a review podcast. We don't review movies.
We literally tell you the movie.
Because some people, by the way, it's a very sweet compliment. I'm not yelling at you, even though I'm yelling right now. Some people always say, oh my God, this is my favorite review of the movie. Or you guys are great reviewers and all that stuff. So, very sweet. This is not a review. I don't know how you're getting this confused. Yeah. Nigga, am I summing him up the movie in 5 minutes? Or am I telling him all of Platoon? Like, what are you know, I don't know what you think. Go watch Roger and Ebert.
Roger Ebert. I think he's dead now, but whatever.
Go watch an old episode. Yeah. You'll notice that they're not 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, you'll notice he's not singing Beauty and the Beast. He just gives it 2 thumbs up or whatever he did.
2 thumbs down.
Yeah.
But have you noticed we never say good or bad? We just give you we are reporting the news. I'm sorry that the news was the 1998 version of Blade.
Yeah.
But that's the news we pick. So I just don't understand the person who's listening to this right now mad at us. Bro, why are you listening to this? I never understand that shit. Because we get hate mail just as much. We get way more love mail, and we always try to post that. But just know we're still so not famous enough that we will clap back to everything. Yeah. If you message us, you're going to get an answer. We're not going to, I guarantee you that. But I'll never understand the people who listen. You clearly listen to the episode because they'll mention shit like, oh, Hassan's so stupid for saying this thing he said at minute 49.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro.
My favorite one we got recently is like, you guys should be more like King of the Sting or Your Mom's House. Hey, Just listen to King and the Sting in your mom's house.
What the fuck, nigga? Hey, first off, I want to say, love you guys, pod. But why aren't you doing what King and the Sting in your mom's house are doing? Take fans some questions. Nobody wants to see two guys just talk all the time. Hey, bro. Hey.
Are you a fan of this?
How many episodes did you have to get into before you even got there? Because I'm going to guess 12. I'm going to guess you were 12 in before you were like, man, I don't even like the way they do this. I would do it like this. As you keep listening.
Yeah, just do it yourself.
Bro, you don't cut it off right now. Like, fuck those guys. Clearly, you're going to come back next week. We own you. We own your fucking mind space. But cut us off and go start a movie podcast. It's yours. This is your world. You definitely don't have to send us a message about how you don't like ours.
Or how you like ours, but we should be like another podcast that you could easily go cut on. That's more popular than us.
Yo, my nigga.
Like League's more popular.
Also, another insult we get a lot, and I love this. People love to say, oh, with your 200 views on YouTube or with your, couple thousand followers on Insta.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this. We're very proud of that.
Yeah. We worked hard.
Let me ruin that insult for you as well.
We worked very hard to get to where we are.
This shit, please go start a podcast, because also, nigga, for you, that shit might blow up.
Yeah.
And we're doing it slower. Sorry.
Yeah, but most of you will figure out, oh, this shit is hard as fuck.
Yo. Also, I don't know if you guys realize, Joe Rogan was on Fear Factor when he started his podcast. He wasn't getting big listeners, guys. Because that's how this game is. I don't know if y'all know that shit. That's how this game is. He didn't start off with the 5.8 million subscribers. I don't know if you guys know that. It's not like Joe Rogan just plateaued 12 years ago.
Yeah.
With 30 million listeners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what do these people think this shit is?
Oh, yeah.
Go look at an old Your Mom's House. You can literally pull them up.
Yeah. And then like see how many views they have now, and then now
look at the studio they're in.
And now try to imagine what they were like, how many views they got actually back then before they were famous.
Preach.
Yeah, and if I had to guess, it was slow rolling for them for a little while. And now they're like 500 episodes in, and they're fucking destroying.
Brendan's literally told us about how Fighter and the Kid started. I mean, he's literally told us.
19 listeners.
And you can go back and see them in their fucking homemade studio.
Yeah.
You can go just like this. Just like this. So it's crazy that people throw that insult. Like we're not trying to build something. Also, you know what I wanted to tell you?
What?
The podcast game has completely changed. There is a new top dog.
Who is this? Okay, I'm very, very curious. And then we gotta talk about Bambi.
We're gonna talk about Bambi.
Yeah,
we're definitely gonna talk about Bambi. But I wanted to show you this.
Who is the new top dog?
5 days. How many views is that? 5 days.
1.2 million views. Oh, is that
how long is the podcast episode? How long?
2 hours 23 minutes.
5 days, 1.2 million views.
Yeah.
A 2 hour, 33-minute episode.
Is this 85 South?
85 South show.
That's the biggest podcast, huh?
Those are Joe Rogan numbers.
That's fucking
1.2 million views in 5 days. Those are Joe Rogan numbers.
That's wild. Damn, they're killing it.
There's a new player in town, guys, and I love it. It's a motherfucking black-owned podcast. Like, first off, I want to in the podcast world, there's no people of color on top.
A blobcast.
Okay.
A blobcast.
I don't like what you did, but I like it. But I wanted to tell you that. I just thought you might think that's interesting.
That's wild. We have our first.
Also, our first out of the big dog podcast world. Like, not in that world.
Yeah.
Not white.
Yeah. That's pretty dope.
Also, didn't do it getting big guests.
No, just stayed. How long has the show been running?
Been on for years.
Years. All right.
Now like a lot of people are like, oh, well, they were on Wild 'N Out. It's like, yeah, Wild 'N Out's a big show, and this isn't dissing them. Wild 'N Out is a big show, but you're not watching Wild 'N Out and go, I'm gonna go listen to those guys' podcasts. That's not how that works. That's just not how that works.
They have a good product. That's how that works.
That's the only way it works. Word of mouth, gossip, and then of course clips going viral and things like that, and consistency. Those guys have been putting it out every week, every single week, and they also do live shows and they go on tour and they sell out theaters.
Yeah,
that's what I noticed because I started bringing them up to you when I was like, hey, bro, this podcast is selling out theaters. It's like just 3 black dudes just hanging out,
just talking.
And you see their studio? Do you see their setup? It's just in a room.
It's just in a room. There's so many people on couches.
3 people. DJ.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like our living room shot.
Right. It does look like a living room shot, just with a wider angle.
1.2 million views in 5 days.
Crazy.
For a podcast.
Crazy. That's the new wave, baby.
Not interviewing somebody. No That's not the Elon Musk episode.
No fan questions. No
fan questions. None of that shit, bro. They don't do none of that shit. They literally riff. They literally, it's like it's like a black version of like Fighter and the Kid or something without the fan questions.
Right. Okay.
Or Your Mom's House or something. Any of them. It's just like they're just talking.
They're just chilling.
They're just chilling. Smoking weed. I love that. They smoke weed on the podcast.
That's
But
dope.
shout out to 85 South Show, man. I just showing love because it's like if you don't know what that is, go take a listen. It's a fucking hilarious podcast. But damn, bro, that's congrats to you guys, bro. Just know niggas is looking and that shit is dope. And
you broke the mold.
You broke the mold and it's exciting because you're not like Andrew Schultz is huge right now, but it helped that he had a podcast with Charlamagne the God.
And he went on Rogan.
And he went on Rogan and all these things. Tim Dillon went on Rogan and all these things, and everybody's blasting him out. Bro, the 85 South Show is pure word of mouth, consistency, and product. You know, they like you said, they just broke the mold on how your podcast can blow the fuck up if you just stay to it.
Right.
And stay to yourself. These guys, they're not trying to give you Your Mom's House.
Yeah, or King and the Sting. They're doing their own thing.
They're doing the fucking 85 South Show. And if you want to listen to this podcast, you come for Spoil the Fucking Beans. Because that's what we're going to give you. Every week, twice a week, with bonus episodes. And that's what you're going to get.
So.
Bambi.
Yeah, what are your notes on Bambi?
Hey, my point is, we're going to talk about shit like this. That's how I really only got there because I was like, hey, we're talking about Bambi, so don't come at us with some, why are we always talking about Bambi? Because, nigga, that's what we talk about on here, is Bambi. The movie, Bambi, is meant to be seen 100%, I'm sure like most movies are, without knowing everything already.
Yes.
I'm sure that you're going to say, Derek, well, that's how every movie's meant to be seen. Obviously, nigga.
Yeah.
But Bambi, if you watch it without knowing its impending doom, you can enjoy the sweet moments. I couldn't enjoy the sweet moments at all because
like
the
them
whole
falling in love and
none
all
of
that.
it. I couldn't enjoy none of it because I was waiting. I was like, bro, this shit's gonna pop. Every time this shit gets sweet, I know that this movie pops off.
Right. This movie.
So I couldn't enjoy the sweet moments. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that makes sense.
The whole time I was like, man, bro, this my mama finna get blasted. Fuck this snow. Fuck this snow shit, nigga. Run, bitch! Quit playing in the snow. It's a setup.
Yeah.
They set up that patch.
Yeah.
These humans is out for you. Fuck that shit, bro. Yeah, it was hard to enjoy it. It was hard to enjoy the sweet moments, not enjoy the movie.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Drip, drip, drop is the banger.
Drip, drip, drop, little April showers.
That's I can't believe a rapper hasn't remixed that. On actually dead seriousness.
Oh wow, yeah,
like
you're right.
actually dead serious, not even kidding. Or
just the drip,
or
drip,
a pop
drop
star.
part at the very least.
Yeah, I can't believe a Mariah Carey or Ariana Grande. You know what I'm saying? Just some big pop star has not taken that line.
Drip, drip, drop, little April showers.
Drip, drip, drop, little.
Yeah,
you can see the.
Yeah.
It's like it's a clear hit banger.
Yeah, it has the words drip, drip, drop in it.
Drip, drip. Amigos, what the fuck are you guys up to?
Yeah, where are you when the world needs you most?
That was really good. We do need you right now. Quavo, Offset. Help.
Take off. Come save us.
Help. DJ Darrell. Bambi, in that fight scene that you were talking about,
Yeah.
bro, you definitely got that wrong. That nigga's getting his ass beat.
He at the beginning.
Like, the whole time.
I think at the beginning he gets flipped once and then he flips the other
does
guy.
not flip him.
I thought he flips the
He
other
does
guy.
not flip him.
I thought he flips the other guy.
Bro,
No.
that nigga don't get him until the end. It is straight up Rocky 4. I don't like, or Rocky 2. It's Rocky 2. The one with Apollo, where Apollo's getting in his ass.
Yeah, okay.
Nigga, it ain't. I was watching it like, oh, bro, this is Bane and Batman. Bane, this is Bane and Batman if Batman came back at the end of that first fight.
And just won. Yeah.
Which is not happening.
Yeah.
Yo, Bambi was getting his ass whooped. Nigga,
This is his
at
first fight.
Yeah, and he was getting them hands.
Yeah, but
Also, I like when they throw hands. At one point, they actually throw hands.
yeah, they do.
At one point, they're actually like that. And then also at the end of the movie, I didn't like the one bird that set it all off, bro.
Oh, the one that panics?
There was like, I don't know why, what made Walt Disney go, bro, I'm going to make this war scene.
How?
Because that's straight up a war scene.
How fucking intense with all the gunshots and
Bro, and the birds are like, chill out. And he's like, I can't chill out. And they're like, hey, Larry, shut the fuck up. You got to chill. He's like, I can't. They're getting close. Larry, don't you fucking fly. I got to fly. And it's like, Larry,
But that's how it happens.
That's war. No, that's a
war.
straight up
That's
scene
from war.
From war.
Yeah.
That's why it's so fucked up. It's like, dude,
yeah.
Walt.
Yeah, and then like you are like, damn, they're shooting at rabbits and shit and chipmunks. They're just these men are
just shooting,
fucking shit up.
Also, they're not hunting at this point. This
is
pure
murder.
Murder massacre.
Pure murder. Pure murder.
Oh my nigga, wait a minute. Why are y'all shooting at these animals like this?
Yeah, like you're not gonna be able to eat the chipmunks.
No, you
or
also,
like show people like, here's a chipmunk I shot.
Also,
took a picture for Twitter.
You can't
Tinder.
riddle the meat with bullets. You can't eat it.
Yeah, but they are just fucking.
That's a reason you hunt, because you get it in a specific spot. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not like unloading on a motherfucker.
Yeah, shooting the gun sideways and shit.
Like,
Yeah,
that's what they were
fucking
doing though, nigga. Some of them shots were like, oh, also the aim. You guys have scopes.
Yeah. Well, you're shooting.
Also, they're running.
Yeah, you're shooting at chipmunks, so it's like, of
Running
course you're
full
gonna miss.
speed.
Yeah, of course you're gonna miss. Yeah.
God, they were lighting them birds up though, weren't they?
Oh yeah, that was the flash of feathers made everything so much more fucking insane.
Jesus, Walt.
Yeah, he was going through some stuff.
God, wasn't he?
Yeah. So now that you've seen it,
Uh-huh.
Bambi 2 comes out in 2006. What the fuck do you think that's about? I've never seen it. You've never seen it. Let's try to create what Bambi 2 is about right now.
I would say.
Yeah. Mind you, this is 60 years in between movies.
I'm gonna guess for sure it's about his kids.
Well, yeah, definitely about his kids.
It's for sure about his kids. I'm gonna guess Bambi now is a hardened father.
Okay.
He's seen war. He's seen pain. He's loved again and lost again.
Okay. Oh, you think he's not even with Feline anymore? You think
Feline died.
Okay. Oh, you think Feline goes the way of his mother?
Oh, but like we don't even see it. She died.
She's
been
dead.
She's been dead, bro.
Okay.
She's been dead.
Okay.
Thumper dead. Niggas, Flowers dead.
Oh damn! All my friends are dead.
All my friends are dead.
Push me to the edge.
Yeah, all Bambi's friends are dead.
Yeah.
His son is prancing and trying to like, do what he was doing, but he, like, I think Bambi is too bad at PTSD.
What do you think happens to his second kid? Because there's two, right?
Bambi Jr.?
Yeah, I'm guessing there's Bambi Jr. and then the daughter.
Oh, the daughter dies of overdose.
Oh wow. Okay. So do you think Bambi 2 is an allegory for suburban problems? I dig it. Yeah. Like his son.
What else could it be?
His son doesn't want to be a prince of the forest, and then like it's all about figuring out what you want to do, and then his son becomes a DJ. I dig your Bambi too.
I mean, it's not some real shit. What else?
What the fuck is this movie about?
I honestly asked our listeners. Yeah. You tell me what Bambi 2 could possibly be.
How mad do you think Walt Disney would be if he heard about the making of Bambi 2? Just like, damn, we didn't need this at all. There's no way the movie's gonna be any sort of good.
Also, especially if they're like, oh, it's a cash grab. Hey, man, we grabbed all the cash. With Little Mermaid.
$287 million. In 1942, they grabbed all the cash with the original Bambi.
Let alone the billion hits that came after it.
Yeah, do you understand? Do you understand that, like, if Disney never made another hit after Bambi, they might still be a company today based off the money they made off the first 5 movies.
Yeah, they'd be a small company, but they'd be alive.
They could easily be alive. That's Bambi 2, straight to VHS too.
Hey. No shit.
Yeah.
Yo, Bambi 2 is the equivalent to Titanic 2, nigga. Or
there was a Titanic 2?
No, I'm saying, like, I think there is. I'm pretty sure there is.
Okay.
But it's the equivalent to, like, damn, bro. You know, some movies, A Departed 2. Certain movies, bro, they're done.
They're done, yes.
They finished them.
Yeah.
They finished it in the movie.
Yeah, what the fuck is that second movie about?
Yep. Lion King. That's a see what happened when they made Lion King 2 and 3? Nothing.
Did they make a 3?
Pretty sure.
1.5 was good, but
well, 1.5's different. It has nothing to do with the original Lion King. Mm-hmm. That's fine. I am totally okay with that. Yeah. Lion King 2 is a problem.
Well, what's it called? Lion King, the first Lion King. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously amazing, but also based off a world-renowned play. Mm-hmm. Lion King 1.5 based off a world-renowned play.
Lion King 2. Some dudes wrote.
Yeah, some guys were like, what if Scar and Simba had a kid that fucked? What?
Woo! Enjoy Brian Simpson, Beaners.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We'll see you in a bit.
We'll see you in a bit. Enjoy him. He's fun. And go follow him after the episode. Go follow him and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's your fucking job.
See you in a second.
We love you.
Beaners, this is your intermission right now.
Before we get into the episode you are here for, really quick, thank you for listening.
Yes,
we love you.
We do. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Rate and review this podcast on iTunes.
Please rate and review. That stuff matters. We could use the help, and we would appreciate it.
Yeah, tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it.
Tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it. You keep going back and listening to old episodes. That's
Yeah.
how we know you love it. We appreciate that.
And follow us on Instagram at Spoil the Beans, and then you can find our individual Instagrams. We're linked on everything. Follow
Derek
us from
Poston, Sanamad.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to Greg Scamato for making our theme music. If you want some more samples from him or maybe help from him, check out gregcanhelp.com.
Yep.
Yeah. And now back to your future presentation.
What's up, Beaners?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hello. Welcome to our first ever reverse Spoil the Beans
Guess.
with a guest. Mr. Brian Simpson, everybody. Brian Simpson. Clap it up.
right.
Make some noise at your house.
Woo!
The motherfucking goat in my
Happy
eyes.
to be here. Happy to be here.
Dude, thank you so much for coming. Guys, if you don't know who Brian Simpson is, he is a black guy, and he's sitting right here.
Yep.
And that's all you need to know. Anyway, no. Guys, he's a fucking hilarious comedian. He's one of our best friends. We've known you fucking... Damn, bro, I've known your ass for like
7 years, 8 years.
7, 8 years now.
It's been a while.
It's been a, bro,
It's been a while.
7, 8 years.
San Diego was 5 years ago. That's how long it's been. That's how we met at San Diego, and it's been 5 years since
You've
then.
been up here longer than we was down there.
We have, bro. We started in SD with this guy. When we got there, when I got there, because Hassan was already there, but when I got there, this guy was already top dog of the scene. You were already the man, and then we seen him rise from there to the Comedy Store, from there to fucking go your mom's house.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers been on episodes of your mom's house, multiple. Go look him up with Brian motherfucking Simpson, you know what I'm saying, and the great Tom Segura and Christina P. You know, but this dude's a fucking paid regular at the Comedy Store and just a fucking goat, man. So we're excited to have you. But I got to ask you something really quick before we get started. Brian, do you like Instagram?
Do I like it?
Yeah.
No. No, I don't like it.
That's fair. That's fair. That's his opinion, guys.
Right.
But Brian, can I ask you another thing?
What?
Do you like football players?
Yeah, the ones I know of, yeah.
Yeah, you like the ones you know.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I know you don't like Instagram, but I got a football player that you kind of know who you should give a follow to.
You should follow Darren Bates.
Bates.
Oh, yeah, D-Bates. Okay, yeah. Actually, don't I already follow D-Bates?
Look at him.
Already
Beaners.
following him.
Already doing what we've been asking you to
What-
do every goddamn episode.
What's D-Bates Insta?
Well,
What is his Insta, bro?
all
Sanamad?
you have to search up is DAREN
Space.
space BATES. Darren Bates. Wesleyan _son 56.
That's him.
That's him. He
Bam.
click follow right now.
Bam.
Darren Bates.
Darren Bates.
Followed.
Guys, Brian Simpson just did the most simple task you could ever do,
Right.
which is follow one of the best followers you could ever follow. Mr. Darren Bates. Brian Simpson, he pays for this.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the ad he pays for.
This is the ad he pays for every week because he's the fucking GOAT.
Yep.
Wow, yeah. That's
And he's a real fucking friend, and he's a believer, and he knows good product, and he's sniffed this cocaine out because he knows good shit. You know what I'm saying?
Cross promotion, yeah.
Yeah. Listen to the Raw Room. Go follow Darren Bates, the Raw Room podcast. When that starts, you're gonna fucking start listening to that, Beaners. But we're not there yet.
Do
Yes.
that shit come up in NFL contracts?
What?
Like followers?
Oh man, I wouldn't probably not, but then also I wouldn't be surprised if it also yes.
I was about to say hell no, and then I was like, you know what, Derek? What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
honestly.
Oh, yeah, but at least it might help you, like, after your career when you're trying to roll in broadcasting or something.
Oh no,
Oh,
for sure, no, for that, for
yeah.
sure,
Yeah,
for sure,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Whoever was a personality will get have an easier time in life. But does it influence pay on the field? I don't know.
I don't know if it influenced play on the field, but you know what I could see? There's two undrafted rookies coming into camp. Who do we pick? They're both the same. Well, this one has 150,000 followers.
Because he's better at TikTok
Yep,
dances.
I could absolutely see that. If we get him on Hard Knocks, get a little bit more publicity on us. Maybe get some more TikTok fans that would have never listened to football. Bro, that shit definitely comes into play.
Oh, what a horrible business idea.
Look, I think I'm allergic to TikTok.
Why?
I just can't, because sometimes, man, you don't know. It's a lot going on, and I'm old. I end up in places, and I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah, that's why I like it. I like it because you got to scroll for a little while to get there, but that's when it gets good.
And the app be thirsty, hella thirsty. Always, once an hour, like, hey, don't forget about TikTok.
Oh, well, you gotta turn the notifications to your phone off. That's what you gotta do. You gotta you know what I mean? Otherwise, all these apps are gonna be like, "Hey, suck our dick," or whatever the fuck they want you to do.
They want you to suck their dicks.
Yeah.
But let's not get distracted with TikTok conversation. That was just an ad for Darren Bates.
Yeah, follow
him. Brian Simpson is here today to do something no fucking guests. We've only had a couple guests, but no one else has ever done besides me or Hassan Ahmad, and that is spoil the movie to us. No one spoiled the movie to us, but we trust this man to get it done.
The homework. I can't believe y'all haven't seen this movie.
We don't know what's the movie.
Predator.
Brian,
right.
we have a little. We have some. I don't know how do you say.
Guesses.
I was about to say, how do you say that? Because we do it every week. So how do you say we have
segment? This is a straight up segment.
We have a little segment we like to do, which is we like to let the guest, which is us today, guess the movie that we've never seen. So hold on, before you tell it, if you don't mind, can we guess what happens in Predator really quick?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So I'll let you take the lead.
Okay, so
you do it more than me.
This is what I know of it. So let's start with what I know. We know it's Arnold.
I know Arnold.
We know Carl Weathers.
We know Apollo Creed is in this motherfucker.
And if you remember that Steve Simone joke, we know Jesse Ventura.
Yes.
Yes, because he has a joke about governors in movies.
I know a lot of buff niggas is in this.
Okay.
I know. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's an alien.
Yeah, there's a predator involved.
He's got dreads.
He's invisible. And there's
I didn't know that.
Forest.
Damn. They're in the forest.
All
right, so let's say I'm gonna say them niggas. They're on there doing another mission for like some Vietnam shit.
Okay,
you like
okay.
that. Like they're doing.
Okay,
it has
I like
to be around
that.
that time.
I like that.
They're doing some Vietnam shit and they're killing these motherfucking gooks. Gooks. Dead. You know what I'm saying? These boys are flexing and killing gooks all day, and then one of them dies.
I think no. What happens is they start noticing that the Vietnamese are like not as afraid of them as they're afraid of something else in the forest.
Oh, that's even scarier.
You know?
And then they're like, yeah. And then Arnold's like,
they're like
something scarier than us.
Yeah.
And they're like,
I thought the man was the worst predator or some shit like that.
That's what Apollo Creed said.
Yeah. I thought man was
And I think this predator starts taking these niggas out like Rambo. I think it's pretty much Rambo. I think it's Rambo. I think this movie is Rambo with an alien. And like he takes them out one by one. And it ends with him talking to his alien chief, about it was too much, man.
No, yeah, and I think Arnold figures out how to like spot them and what their weakness is, and he's the one who's able to take out the amount. Like there's like a few predators in the forest, sort of like A Quiet Place, how there's like two monsters. Yeah, it's like that. They figure out how to take out the monsters, and then there's like an epilogue being like, "There's more coming."
No, it ends. This is how it ends. They kill the two, and then it ends. You see all their eggs, and it's like 1 million eggs, and then it ends.
Okay, and that's our predator.
That's our predator. Are we close?
Wow, y'all got some things right. Y'all got some things right, but that's just because what I wanted to say, y'all, before the movie was because all of the little movie tropes
that we all know,
that you all know, they started with this.
I fucks with that heavy.
So it's like
this is Rocky more than it is Rambo.
This is like Arnold at his peak, and he didn't speak English that good at first. So they would give him little cool little catchphrases, and that's it. He didn't have a lot of other dialogue. This is when his English got real good, or Arnold good, like he like leveled up, level 3 English, right? And so they start giving him a little bit more shit to say. But I will say this is one action movie where there's another character that has the best lines in this movie, and it's not Arnold. It's not under the big names that
Damn.
That has like the big like some of the best.
He has my favorite lines in the movie, and he has my favorite attitude in the whole movie.
Oh, favorite attitude. All right.
And he has he has the best. Like when it's focused on, because they all do. Like this is all action star thing, and they all have their moments where they have little cool lines, little catchphrases. But my man still if they wasn't bullshit and they could give out awards for best actor in an action movie, my man's would have won that shit. My man's Bill Duke. You know Bill Duke?
That name sounds so familiar.
Is that the character name or actor name?
That's the actor's name.
Okay.
The character's name is Mac.
Bill Duke sounds familiar though. I'll look when that name is. I'm gonna look him
You
up.
seen him in shit? Yeah.
Okay.
He's one of those guys where we
Yeah.
see it, we'd recognize him.
Yeah,
Like, oh, that guy.
Like Margot Robbie or whatever.
I think Margot Robbie's a little bit more famous than Bill Duke.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. She famous, like, you know.
She's pretty famous, man.
I would
know,
say
that-
she's an A-list
like-
star.
That bitch is Harley Quinn.
Like,
Yeah.
you think paparazzi oh yeah, no, I'm not Margot Robbie. I'm thinking about the old chubby white lady.
Margot Martindale?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that makes much more sense.
Yeah, different Margot.
Well, he said Harley Quinn. It's like, dude, I don't know how to tell you. That's pretty big.
Yeah, Wolf of
Yeah,
Wall
it is.
Street, I mean.
That is pretty big. You can be in a movie that bombs and still be.
Yeah, that's true. It did suck.
All right, so how we get started? We just go.
Dude, I'm so excited to see this movie.
Let's
Tell us.
Let's go.
How does this
All
tell
right,
us Predator?
So, they don't fuck around. It starts off. It's just space,
Okay.
and
Outer space, yes?
it's just outer space.
Okay.
Yeah, you just see stars, and then you see a fucking ship coming from the distance, and it's like an overhead shot, and it swoops down and swoops past Earth, and you see a little drop pod drop off, and then title scene, Predator.
Nigga.
Damn.
Who are these aliens dropping off one? Oh, bro, I don't like
Damn,
that.
all right, so what are they doing?
I don't like that song.
Like, who are these? Are they scientists? Or
right?
They like,
Yeah.
what?
So the credits are rolling, and it's like the credits are rolling while the opening scene is happening.
Okay.
And you just see a helicopter going over the water. And this is also one of my favorite tropes. You see, as the helicopter's coming in the land, you see a general just standing in the window, fucking looking out, watching it come in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I love
the general who's standing in the window looking out.
Yeah,
That
who's
guy?
looking
Yeah.
out, yeah.
Because he's thinking of important things.
Yeah.
Oh, so important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything is super
'Cause
important.
it's like ain't no answers behind me.
Dude, this is
Who's looking out?
fucking out there are the answers.
Ain't no answers behind me.
Yeah, and you see, you know, he's a military man. His name's General Armstrong, and not that is ever going to matter. So you watch the helicopters like land in this group of a whole bunch of helicopters, and I don't know if it's Vietnam or what Philippines, but it's like one of those.
It's one of the brown.
One of those places, right, where it's
Right.
Where they're-
like, oh, you should see all jungle behind there in this wooden hut, and as the helicopter's landing, you see,
jungle Asians.
boom, Apollo Creed, just sitting at a table, sipping some whiskey, smoking a cigar, like he chilled, just waiting on something to happen.
Damn. Guns out?
No, he's just chilling. He don't got no guns.
No,
No,
I'm not
like
his
arms.
Arms. Guns out?
No. He's in his regular
Civilian clothes.
civilian clothes. Right?
Okay.
Just chilling, waiting while the general's looking up, and then the helicopter lands. And the door opens, and it's just this star-studded cast just gets off one at a time. It's fucking Jesse Ventura, you know. So in the movie, Jesse Ventura is
Dude, Jesse Ventura was a fucking legendary wrestler.
Jesse Ventura had
And a mayor.
one of the
governor
of
Excuse me.
Minnesota.
Governor.
Damn,
Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna have to call him Jesse Ventura. He's the one. Oh no, Blaine. In the movie, he's Blaine.
Okay.
So he's the first one you see when the helicopter doors open.
Yeah.
You just see Blaine. He gets off, like he spits his little dip out his mouth. He has a little cowboy hat on. He gets off. Then behind him is Mac. He's blacker than a motherfucker, bald head. That's Bill Duke. Then Billy is the Native American guy. So this is all like this is the 80s. This is stereotype.
Hell yeah.
Oh, this is like
Yeah,
Captain
so it's
Planet.
like, yeah, they got
they have one of each.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got Billy. He's the Native American guy. Hawkins is the Mexican guy. No. Hawkins is the white guy, the nerdy white guy.
It better be.
Yeah.
Because I was about to have a lot of problems
Then
with that part.
Then Poncho
Oh!
is the Mexican guy,
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
and Poncho and they all get off the helicopter one at a time. Like it's like they're revealing something. They get off the helicopter, and then Arnold Schwarzenegger's just chilling with a cigar in his mouth. You know what I mean?
Oh, cigar in the mouth is badass.
taking his time, gets off, throws his back. Like he's the only one taking his time. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can tell he's in charge.
Oh, yeah.
He's the major. So his name's Dutch. Arnold Schwarzenegger. His name's Dutch.
Brian, can I ask a question real quick?
What?
Are they Marines?
It doesn't really say what they are.
Oh.
They're you'll see. They're like
They're like elite special forces
right,
of some
they
kind.
They something else.
Yeah.
So
Brian was a Marine.
yeah, but I don't know if they were Marines. I don't. But Dutch goes.
You can't tell.
Dutch is sitting there calmly, waiting his turn, smoking a cigar. So the whole time you're hearing. Remember the credits are rolling. You're hearing these war drums. It's just all drums, violins, and horns, nigga.
Okay.
So is that kind of
Okay.
shit
Oh,
going on?
I'm with it.
Yeah,
I'm in the zone.
So
Yeah.
they're all getting off the fucking helicopter.
They're coming off prepared to
Right,
fight.
and you can see. So the general's still looking out the window. He watched the helicopter land, and he's watching them. And when he sees Arnold Schwarzenegger, you can see that like he's scared. It's almost like he's never been this close to. Like they're like legends, you know what I mean? He's looking at them in awe, and,
Okay.
and he's scared that they're gonna say no, or scared that I don't know what he's just in awe of them, you know what I
Okay.
mean? As they walking up, so the general tells Dutch, hold on,
And Dutch is Arnold.
yes, oh yeah, So Dutch is Arnold.
Okay.
Which one you want to call him, Dutch or Arnold?
Whatever you're comfortable with.
We'll go either way.
Yeah, it's in
Right.
our heads now that Dutch is Arnold.
Okay, so Dutch, gets out of the. So then they all ride jeeps from the helicopter to the general, and as soon as Dutch gets out the jeep, he walks up and goes, "Hey, the general goes, you looking good, Dutch?" And Dutch is like, "It's been a long time, General." And again, the general is clearly nervous around Dutch for whatever reason. So then he pulls out a map and points to he tells Dutch, "Hey, we lost a chopper 18 hours ago carrying some cabinet minister and his aide," and he shows them on the map like where they went down, like where the beacon is showing that they were last seen or whatever. And Dutch is like suspicious, and Dutch was like, "Does the cabinet minister always travel on the wrong side of the border?" He questioning this nigga like, and the general's like, "Well, apparently they strayed off course." And then Arnold was like, "Then why don't you just send the regular army?" Right? And then Dylan, Apollo Creed, interrupts from the back of the room. And you could tell Arnold didn't know he was there. You know what I mean? And Dylan goes, "'Cause somebody went and accused you of being the best." So you see, like Arnold, his team, they legendary.
Okay.
You know
So
what I mean?
everybody knows these niggas are some star rangers.
Right. Like they the best,
SEAL
they the tip
motherfuckers.
top best in the world. So Dutch turns around with a surprised look on his face and goes, "Dylan, you son of a bitch."
Yo, your impression.
I love it. I love your Arnold. Best Arnold ever.
So and the two of them make this strong handshake that's turned into a meme. Pow, they go like this.
Oh, with the
Right.
black and the white hands clasped together.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
That's where that's from.
Okay.
It's a lot of shit. You gonna see a lot of shit is from this, and the kids don't even know that shit. But that's them going like this, like they about to arm wrestle, and they do. They start arm wrestling. You know what I mean?
Of course they
and
do.
it's not even. And
This movie should just be
Apollo
called-
Creed is flexing. He got on a short sleeve polo. He flexing, but it's not even close. Like it's not like you would expect it to be some kind of struggle, but it's not. Arnold just plays with him. You know what I mean?
I feel like this movie should just be called Testosterone.
Yeah, bro. My dick's hard as fuck.
And and then Dutch says, "What's the matter? What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many pencils?" And then Dylan nervously says, "Come on now, easy." And he gives up. And then Dutch goes, "You never did know when to quit." And so they shoot the shit for a little bit. Dylan asks Dutch why he turned down his last job, like somewhere in Nicaragua or whatever. And Dutch says, "We're a rescue team, not assassins. Now what do we got to do?" Like he's tired of the bullshit. Like get to the point. Like
What's the point of all this?
yeah, and and the general tells him that the cabinet minister is important and it's a simple operation. And then Dylan cuts him off and goes, "Look, it's a quick bang operation. We go over the border, we pick up the trail, we grab the hostages." And Dutch interrupts him and goes, "What do you mean we?" And Dylan's like, "I'm coming with you." And Dutch is like, "General, my team works alone. You know that." Another movie trope. I work by myself.
Yeah.
Don't be adding people to my team.
Everybody works alone.
And the general was like,
Movies.
"We all have our orders, Major. Once you reach the scene, Dylan will take command and evaluate the situation. So until y'all get there, Dylan's in charge. You know what I mean? As soon as y'all get there." And Arnold gives Dylan a look like, this better not be
a setup or
more of your bullshit. Like I know you be on some bullshit. This better not be that. You know what I mean? Like
Apollo Creed be on some bullshit.
Right. Then he takes a toke of his cigar into the scene.
Damn, so that's how the movie starts.
That's how the movie starts.
Just with the mission. Yeah, this is a straight up action movie. How long is this movie?
It's like an hour and 40 or something.
Okay, yeah. That's what I figured.
And it's not a lot of dialogue. Most of the plot is driven by with the action.
Oh,
okay, that's awesome.
So.
Yeah,
that's
but it
awesome.
still holds up. I haven't watched the movie in like 15 years, and I enjoyed every second of it. I watched it 3 times this week. It's awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody says it's great.
So now they all on the helicopter, checking their gear, getting their shit situated. All the buckles and facets is going through the whole team, showing you who they are. They putting camouflage on their face, all that shit. And then Dutch asked Dylan, like, who's our backup? And Dylan's like, there ain't no backup. We it. And Dutch has this look on his face like, these motherfuckers, like, this keeps getting better and better. Like he already don't trust it.
Yeah.
And everything that happens after this, he trusts it less and less and less.
Nothing is going his way, pretty
Right.
much.
All right. So then the camera's panning around to the team, and it's showing, kind of trying to show you everybody's personality without spelling it out right. And then so the nerdy guy is trying to impress Billy, and you could tell Billy's the Native American.
Yeah.
So he's trying to impress Billy. And you can tell that it's something he been trying to do for a long time. Like he try to hit him with a joke, but Billy don't ever laugh at shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So he tells Billy, hey, Billy, the other day, I told my girlfriend I wanted a little pussy. And she said, me too, mine's as big as a house. And
And Billy reacts like this.
Billy gives him the straight face like, shut the fuck up, man. Like that ain't funny. And he bombs.
Well, he's right. It's not like it is. It's horrible.
No, but he tries to explain it. He's like, no, because you see, it's huge. It's a huge pussy. And Billy's like, yeah, no, I understood what you said, but it wasn't funny. He's giving him that look.
Does he talk in a Native American accent?
Yeah, and then Blaine, Jesse Ventura, he could have got canceled for this. So Blaine puts a big ass dip in his lip, and he's trying to pass it to everybody else, and everybody's like, no. And he goes, bunch of slack-jawed faggots around here. This shit'll make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus.
I'm gonna hit pause because we cancel here on Spoil the Beans. We cancel everyone. Jesse Ventura, you're gonna fucking answer for that.
Yeah. Thank God you were governor in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Thank God you aren't running now.
Because brother, I'll take you down.
This shit didn't come out against him. He made this movie in like 79 or something.
Well, he's actually like fucking crazy now. So there's a lot of stuff to get to before
He's like
you
Alex
get here.
Jones now, right?
He's like on that level, yeah.
Oh no, I thought he actually was Alex Jones.
Oh yeah, he became. Oh my God, I haven't seen the two in the
see-
same room at one time. Holy fuck!
I'm telling you.
And you got to take the time to appreciate that insult. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to call somebody gay as an insult, but to say that they also have a slack jaw.
Slack jaw.
So,
Slack jaw.
so now you're
You
bad
doing
at
hip.
it. You're gay and you bad at being gay.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to say. You got a loose jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even suck dick like
Right.
real men.
Also, he's also saying that you're not a sexual tyrannosaurus, which is also like, what does that mean?
Wow, I don't even know. But that's one of his few cool lines. He just did to look cool.
He just looks cool. That's
yeah,
dope.
he
Good
was-
for him.
at this time he was a star wrestler. You know what I mean?
Yo, hell yeah. Jesse the bodies, huh?
So then Blaine looks Dylan. So also you got to understand too. None of them don't trust Dylan either,
Okay.
because he basically, him and Dutch know each other from back in the day. This is what you kind of pick up from their mannerisms and shit. But Dylan is like CIA now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah.
so he's like he used to be a soldier. Now he on some government man shit. So none of them really trust him. And he's been put in charge of their team. So they all.
I get the vibes.
Yeah,
I'm with the vibes.
So Blaine looks Dylan straight in his eye and fucking spits on his boots, like spits the dip on his boots, and as if to say, you're not one of us, pussy.
Oh, I definitely got what he said.
Yeah, and Dylan
That nigga spit on it.
Yeah.
How did he not fight him?
what Dylan gives him the finger, like, hey. He's like, he goes, that's a real nasty habit you got there. That's all he said to him, which is, I guess maybe in the 80s that was a threat.
No, this nigga just ain't trying. He's chilling.
Yeah,
Because I would assume he knows. He's like, all right, I'm definitely chilling on this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's trying to show Jesse Ventura that he ain't bothered.
Yes,
Right, like I ain't sweating you.
that's what I feel.
Yeah.
Right. Now the alarm goes off. Whoop whoop whoop, and you know they so then they have to turn the lights off and it goes red. You know what I mean? So that you know they can't be seen when they come in. It's like, you know, they just come in there for the landing. And Dylan says, I never knew how much I missed this, Dutch. And Dutch was like, you never were that smart.
Ooh,
because
damn.
Dutch was trying to tell him like, nah, nigga, this ain't fun, nigga. Like, what you talking about? You missed this, you know. So boom, in the end of that scene. So now we go. Now they all walking through the jungle, right? Everybody's assessing the situation. And you zoom out and you see a crashed helicopter, like all stuck in some vines up in the tree.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what I mean? And the nerdy guy climbs it to start like looking for evidence of the missing minister or whatever. And it's just a dead pilot upside down. Everybody else is gone. And Pancho runs up to tell Dutch that the helicopter was hit by a heat seeker and that the helicopter had been completely stripped of parts and shit. So then Dutch questions Dylan one more time, and he's like, heat seekers is a little high tech for just some rebels. You know what I mean? Like, he looking at him like, you know anything about that? You
Okay,
know,
so Carl's not giving them all the information that they need.
that's what they suspecting, which
Okay.
they suspected right from the get-go.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because he just don't trust the CIA. And Dylan's like, nah, it must have just been some guerrillas or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, gorillas looking for parts.
No, like guerrilla fighters.
Oh, fighters. Okay.
Yeah, nigga, that would have been a stupid.
No, I get it. No, I know what you mean. I was also like, but I mean, I get what he's saying. Like, nigga, what gorillas have fucking heat-sinking
missiles. Yeah.
Right. Like this high-tech shit. That shit was just now getting in movies, nigga.
Bro, I'd be so mad if I was these soldiers, bro. Because I'd be like, bro, I hate that you fucking playing with me, man.
Yeah, and so then Dutch sends Billy. So the Native American is their tracker. So they send Billy up ahead.
No.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
They send Billy on to help scout, and you know right away that he's the native because he has on like the headband.
The headband, yeah.
Just so
he
everybody
looks like one
knows.
of the village people.
Yeah, and he talks all slow and wise.
Yeah.
So they send Billy ahead. Billy's the tracker, and then one more time he gives Dutch this look like, you know, you got one more piece of bullshit. You know what I mean? Before it's gonna be something. You know what I mean? He gives him that look like.
Right.
Like this ain't a game, like, you know. So they send Billy off. So Billy's walking. So then it cuts to Billy. Billy's walking through the woods, and he stops to cut a vine because he knows which vines aren't poisonous, or whatever. And he cuts a vine, and water pours out of it. He just drinking some water out of this vine, and then all of a sudden he freezes for a second, like he can sense that something is off or whatever, and you can slightly hear the predator growl in the background, right? And it's something. It kind of sounds like, y'all ever used a washboard? Okay.
The washboard?
Like a wash. So it sounds like somebody. Okay, it sounds like this.
Put it up to the microphone when you have it. So it sounds like someone like washing clothes on a washboard.
Right. No. It sounds like somebody. It sounds like some.
Nigga.
It's.
Okay.
Right. It sounds like that.
Yeah.
That's scary as fuck.
And you kind of slightly could hear that in the background, and Billy, as right after Billy freezes, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And Billy starts peeling back he goes in the direction of the sound. He starts peeling back bushes and shit, and he moves one vine out of the way, and it's just 4 dead bodies hanging, and they all skinned alive.
Jesus.
Woo!
And their intestines are hanging out like to the ground. So they're hanging upside down by their feet, no skin, and their entrails are touching the ground.
Let's go, bro. This is what the fuck I'm gonna get.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's now.
I can't imagine being in the theater for that.
Now turned completely up.
In the theater, I bet that was like, let's go. Oh, we're here.
Yeah.
We're here.
This is one of my favorite movies of all time. Not just because I love the movie, because I didn't know that until 20 years later when I watched it again.
Yeah.
But
The experience in the theater.
right, but just I remember that experience, bro. You know what I mean? It's nothing like that.
Nothing like that. Nothing like great theater.
So whenever I say the Predator sound, that's what I'm talking about.
That sound is scary as fuck, bro.
That is
Yeah.
like, imagine that in the woods behind
In
you.
the woods. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. So and this is daytime, nigga. So we
Yeah.
we ain't even.
Good point. And the sun is bright.
it's
like
sunny as
it's
shit out
morning.
So
Imagine being scared in the morning, nigga. You terrified.
That's awful.
So he yells out. Dutch grabs the dog tags off one of the bodies, like the whole rest of the team catches up. Dutch grabs one of the dog tags, and he pulls it to Dylan to the side, and he's like, "Yo, I know these men. You know, these was Rangers from Fort Bragg. Like, I know that, you know, Special Forces was a small company. Like, I know these people.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Dylan's like, yo, I don't know that they shouldn't have been out here. We ain't have no operations out here. You know, I swear to God. You know, and Dutch says to Billy, like, yo, what happened? You know, and Billy's like, yo, there was a Billy's like, yo, there was a firefight. They were shooting in all directions. That's all I can tell you. And Dutch is like, I can't believe that Jim Hopper will walk into an ambush. And then Billy goes, I don't believe he did. I can't find a single track. It just don't make sense. And Dutch is like, what about the rest of Hopper's men? And Billy's like, there's no sign of them. They never left here. It's like they just disappeared.
Wild.
So their tracker can't find no tracks.
Right. And
there is no sign of that the men were there. It's just bullet holes everywhere, but it ain't no sign that nobody walked to there or got dragged out of there. Mm-hmm. So
crazy. Jim Hopper's also the name of the sheriff in Stranger Things.
Oh wow, okay, maybe that's where they got it from.
Uh-huh.
You're right.
So this is something they do in every action movie too. When shit gets serious, you know. So he goes. So Dutch goes, well, what about the rest of Hopper's men? And Billy's like, there's no sign of them. And then Arnold's like, spread out. You know, that's what they do in every action movie now. Like, now it's serious. Everybody spread out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what they mean? They want you guys to, like, split up.
Yeah, right. So Arnold tells
unknown enemy, let's go attack him one by one.
So Jesse Ventura's excited because he has the biggest gun. He finally gets to take his gun out the bag. He takes a big-ass fucking Gatling gun out the bag. You know what I mean? And he's excited. I think he's named it, you know. And now you can see, now you cut and you see somebody watching them from above through infrared vision, like heat vision. You know what I mean?
This nigga has heat vision.
Right, yeah. So you can see somebody, he watching them from above, and you can see it's like that colors where it's like heat, right? Mm-hmm. And they all moving like silently through the jungle, you know, following
Dutch.
Not following Dutch, following Billy. Right. And then Dylan slips on some leaves and rolls a little bit down this hill. You know, he making a lot of noise, and he hits the ground, and as he starts to get up, as his head come level, he face to face with Mac. So he was just walking, slipping, catches himself, comes up, and Mac right here, right? And this is my nigga he's just the best lines in the whole movie. He goes, "You ghosting us, motherfucker. Now I don't care who you are back in the world. You give opposition one more time, I'll bleed you dry real quiet and leave your ass out here. You got that?"
Yeah, he's like, dude, I'm not dying.
Yeah. Right. He's like, yo,
I get why you like this guy.
Like,
now. I didn't know why. I was curious why you're gonna like this guy.
Oh, man.
I was curious.
He has the best moments in the movie. So he goes, and Dutch don't want no parts of that. You know, because he meant what he said that shit to it. He had the most serious. He's like the darkest skinned dude, bald headed, and he got like.
And he whispered it to him.
Slave serious face.
Yeah. I get it. I mean? Oh, bro,
he gave that nigga
he's got Tubman face.
Yeah, nigga, you ghosting us, motherfucker. Yeah, he's like, yo, I don't give a fuck who you are back in the world, nigga. I will leave your ass out here.
Right.
I love it.
Right.
So
Tubman face.
That's an old serious slave face. Am I wrong? All the pictures. Is she smiling in any of those pictures? Is she having a good time in any of those pictures?
That's a good point.
You are a son of a bitch.
You know?
So
I'm just saying.
I don't condone that.
I support it.
Thank you for your support.
I just wanted to make it even.
Yeah.
You know?
God.
Keep your spirits up for the cast. So now they still walk. Nigga, you.
Sorry, that was just stupid. That was so stupid.
So now they still walking through the woods or whatever, and then they come up on this rebel camp. Like they can see the camp. The rebels don't know that they're there.
Right.
And so they all up in the bushes, and Dutch watches one of the rebels fucking just walk up and shoot somebody in the fucking head. Right.
Wait, like a Filipino person or an Asian person?
This is actually a white dude. So a white dude walks up and shoots somebody in the head, and I think it was another white dude.
Oh damn!
Shot him in the head. Right.
White on white crime.
Yeah, and they in the middle of like I don't even know. I know where they ain't. It ain't Cambodia, nigga.
Okay.
Because they talk about Cambodia. They like this reminds me of Cambodia. So it ain't there.
It's not Cambodia.
Yeah.
Not Cambodia.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Okay.
This reminds me of Cambodia. Though.
Right.
At least we have a hint.
Right. So he watches the white dude walk up and shoot another person in the head. And so he immediately drops and gives his men the signal to like form up around him. And he gives them, he breaks it all down, gives them all the plan. He's like, you take out the guards, you know what I mean? You go over there, wait for the signal. I want you to snipe that guy, so he gives them all the boom, and they break up and they all moving like a well-oiled machine. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, these niggas is rangers, bro.
Yeah, and you see Blaine disarming traps. You see Mac just popping up behind people, snatching them up, slitting their throat. You know what I mean? They all moving like they've murdered fucking rebel camps 1,000 times.
A million times. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
that shit's hard.
And Mac walks up underneath this, like a dude is like up on this like porch or like high ground, and he walks up like behind it and like whistles. And the dude comes and looks over the edge, and you just see the knife pop up through his throat. Like, Mac.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
like I don't know why they make you love Mac so much, but he steals the show. So he cuts dude's throat, and then Dutch has an idea. He tells everybody to fall back, right? And he walks up. He sees like this generator on a cart, and he walks up and puts a bomb on the generator that's on the cart, and then picks up the cart and fucking rolls it down the hill, and it hits where all of these men are sitting down eating lunch and blows up. So he wipes out like half of them already.
Damn,
Right?
bro.
This is the nerdy dude?
No, this is Dutch.
That was
it's
Dutch.
Dutch.
That
It's
was
a Dutch.
big
yeah,
dog.
yeah. Dutch don't fuck around.
Big Schwartz.
So then, boom! Now it's on. It's gunfire everywhere. People fucking dying, explosions, niggas is flying. Like you can't even keep track of all the bodies they shoot. Of course, none of them get hit or hurt or anything.
But they are blasting.
They are fucking people up left and right.
Right.
They all accurate. They all hitting.
They're all accurate.
They're
Yeah.
like what the stormtrooper should have been.
Exactly. Then it shows Blaine killing a few people with the Gatling gun. He gets to shoot it a couple times. Then the rebel leaders are trying to escape in a helicopter, and both Dutch and Dylan both simultaneously hit that joint with a rocket propelled grenade. The underbarrel grenade.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Both of them, they hit one of them joints. Pow! They both hit the helicopter at the same time, blow that motherfucker up, so the leaders can't
Live.
can't escape. Right?
Yeah, can't live anymore.
Then
They can't see their families.
yeah, and then they walking through, just mopping up like whoever's left, whatever. And one last dude tries to sneak. So Dutch walks into this like building, and this dude like comes out. He's trying to sneak away, but he's behind Dutch's back. and right before he's about to go and like get out of the door, Arnold turns around, bang, hits him right in the fucking chest with a machete, and he hits it so hard that he sticks to the wall. And then what do you think Arnold said?
I'm gonna guess he says. Bullseye.
Stay right there.
He goes, stick around.
Oh!
Yeah, that was really good.
I was right.
I like this game. This is a good game. make us guess before every time Arnold says something.
So then someone else sneaks up behind Dutch with a pistol, and with a pistol to the back of his head, and and in one smooth motion he turns around and gun butts it, and then he's surprised, like he's ready to kill that motherfucker, but then it's like a beautiful woman, and he like pauses in his tracks. He doesn't kill her; she's knocked out. He obviously Arnold Schwarzenegger hits you with the back butt stroke, nigga.
Yeah.
You gonna go
You're
down.
out. Anybody.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she's
The
out
Rock
cold,
is
but
out.
he doesn't hurt her more. But now he's more pissed because he's like, wait a minute, why the fuck is there a beautiful woman out here? You know what I mean? So that's when Mac tells Dutch that one of the dead guys is a CIA minister. And some of the other ones were like Russian military advisors. and he's like, yo, something big was about to happen out here. This wasn't no motherfucking like loss. No, like that's
This
bullshit.
was just a guerrilla group.
Right.
Yeah.
So he tells them to clear out everything.
CIA be bullshitting, fool.
Yeah, bro.
Always.
So he's like, yo,
Always.
clear out everything. Don't leave no trace that we was here. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So then cut the Blaine and Poncho. So that's Jesse Ventura
And Mexican boy.
and Mexican boy. Blaine and Poncho, they having trouble dealing with one last guy. Right? It's one dude that's like, he's like up on this hill, and Poncho walks up to Blaine, and Blaine's like, damn, some bitch dug in like an Alabama tick. And Poncho's like, hey man, you bleeding. And and Blaine goes, I ain't got time to bleed.
Oh, that's one of the most famous lines ever,
God
dude.
damn.
That's one of the most famous lines of all time. I ain't got time to bleed.
What a great line.
Have you
Yo.
heard that line before?
I haven't, no.
That's
Yeah.
a very famous line.
But what he doesn't know is
Great line.
Poncho got the whole ridge wired. So Poncho's like, do you got time to duck? Bang! And just kills the dude that was up there. You know what I mean?
Got it.
And it's a game to them.
Yeah, they know how to murder.
Yeah.
Murder is a game.
So
If you're good at it.
so then you cut. So now remember, Dutch warned this nigga. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So then you cut the Dutch watching Dylan search through some papers, and Dylan is like talking to himself. Maybe don't realize how loud he talking. He's like, yeah, we fucking got him. We got him. We fucking got the son bitches. And Dutch walks up. So Dylan's like down looking at his papers, and Dutch walks up to him and is like, hey, maybe this is what you're looking for. And right when he looks up, he fucking yokes him up and slams him up against the wall. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I told you I'm not fucking playing with you, right?
Yeah.
And but he goes, you son of a bitch. You set us up. It's all bullshit, all of it. And so Dylan tells him like, yo, basically we just stopped the war. So what if you didn't like my cover story? You know, if we gave this more time, they'd have all been over the border, and it would have been a fucking war over here. We just stopped the war. And Dutch is like, what story did you give Harper? That's the guy they found hanging.
Uh-huh.
Right? And Dutch is like, hey man, my men came in here to try to do this job. They disappeared. We sent Harper in to find them. Harper disappeared. So then we called you. You know what I mean? And he's like, Harper didn't disappear. He was skinned alive. You know what I mean?
Woo! But that was a different issue, guys.
Yeah. So then
They're about to find out
Yeah.
that was a different motherfucking problem.
So then Dutch is like, yo, what happened to you? You used to be trustworthy. And then it was like, I woke the fuck up. You are expendable. Nobody else could have pulled it off, so I used you. You're a tool to get the job done.
Damn. All right, bro. Relax.
Yeah. And Dutch is like, my men are not expendable. And then he tells everybody to move out, right? So Dylan insists that the girl come with him. And Dutch is like, nah, fuck that. She'll give away our position the first time she get the chance. You know what I mean? And Dylan reminds him that he's in charge now. Like the orders were, when they get here, he's in charge. And so Dutch is like, all right, fine. But she your baggage. You got to watch her ass. You know what I mean? And he
Is the woman anyone famous?
No.
No. Okay.
And then Dutch like, I forgot to mention Dutch was smoking a cigar this whole time.
Oh,
So
awesome.
then he throws his cigar.
Fucking badass.
And
Yeah.
boom. Then you see the predator is watching from the treetops.
This nigga is a monkey.
He's watching in heat vision. So unless I say otherwise,
The Predator's heat vision.
the predator is looking at heat vision and he's invisible.
Okay.
So unless I tell you that they can see him, he's invisible,
Okay.
right? And it's more of like a cloak, nigga. Where it's like, if
Do
you
we
look-
find out later, or do they
What do you mean?
like? Do they ever like? You just how do you know he's invisible?
Because I watched the movie.
Like, so I'm saying, like, do they find out he's invisible, Net?
You'll see.
All right, well, yeah, tell us. Yeah.
So, but just so you know what it looked like, it's like if you look real close, you can see that like something. Like you ever see like look over a blacktop on a real hot day?
Yeah, of course.
And you see that like
The shit.
The
right?
shimmer?
It's
The
almost
shimmer?
like if you look real close, you can see that it's like a shimmer. You know what I mean? But if you was looking in the forest, nigga, it would have to like move for you to notice it, or
Fuck yeah.
you would have to be paying the fuck attention, nigga.
Yeah, you
You
have
what
to
I mean?
know what you're looking for.
Right. So it's like
This
that.
nigga's a superhero.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if a hero is the right word.
Um,
He'd skin a guy.
so the predator's watching the
I don't know
girl.
if it's good and bad guys.
The predator's watching the girl like trying to fight her way away from Dylan. You know what I mean?
Right.
So then we see
Oh well, he maybe helps the damsel in distress.
no. So then Mac Mac calls Dylan over, and he's like, yo, he comes over, he's like, yo, turn around. And he turns around, and because he don't trust him, like, what you want me to turn around for? But he does it anyway, and then you see Mac hold his knife up like this, right behind him, and he stabs it down just precise enough to kill this, like, albino scorpion that's sitting on Dylan's shoulder. He like takes it off.
That's precise as shit.
Right,
though,
right,
dude.
right.
Yeah.
He don't hit his shoulder. He just get the scorpion, take the scorpion off. And when he turns around, he shows it to him like he's fucking with him. He could have just knocked it off and been like, "Yo, it's a scorpion on your shoulder."
Right.
But they don't like this nigga, and they even more mad at the nigga now.
Because he clearly
Of
lied
course.
to them.
Yeah.
But damn, that's a badass stab though.
Yeah.
And so then Dylan gives Max like a like a thanks, but what he's not saying is but no thanks, you know what I mean?
Right.
He's giving him like a mad thanks, like your mama made you thank somebody.
A passive aggressive.
Yeah,
That
like a
bitch.
thanks.
Let me start.
Right.
Lane.
And then Mac goes anytime, right? Mac always talks in like a low whisper.
Okay.
Anytime, like that. So now you see Nerdy Guy is trying to tell Billy another joke. And he goes, hey, Billy. He goes, the other day I was going down on my girlfriend and I say, gee, you got a big pussy. Gee, you got a big pussy. And she says, why'd you say it twice? And he says, I didn't. And he runs off.
Okay.
Why all these pussy jokes? Is this guy a female comedian?
Also,
No, but Billy takes
also, bro, buy a joke book at this point.
But
these
Billy-
are like
Billy
these are like outside a joke book.
But
jokes.
Billy takes a second to think about it, and then he just busts out laughing. He's like, "Oh, it's an echo. Okay." And he just like that's the one that cracked him after all these years.
Okay.
Damn, homeboy missed it.
Yeah, he's like,
Didn't even see the payoff.
Yeah.
right.
Didn't even see the payoff.
And then Billy so Billy cracks up and for a second, and then we see from behind him in infrared vision, we see the perspective of the predator, and it mimics the laugh.
Oh, okay.
But it's in this like cracked up voice. It's not like.
It's like a parrot trying to mimic you.
Or it's like a robot trying to say what you said. Like,
Okay.
No, it's more like somebody trying to say it underwater, like gurgly,
Damn, that's fire.
Right, but then, Billy like the same things as before. Like he can just barely hears it, and he stops in his track. Like he stops laughing like right away.
Yeah.
And he looks around like spooked a little bit, and then he runs to catch up with the team. Right. Then the camera pans up.
Predator, bro.
Yeah. Then the camera pans up to the trees, and it shows like through the predator vision, the infrared vision, and he's scanning the battlefield, like looking at all the dead bodies, and what seems like, and he's like, it seems like he's like practicing the voices, like he's been recording everything they've been saying,
Okay.
and he's like practicing his impressions of them, and you can hear him like he's saying, "Turn around," like Mac did. And he says it a couple times, turn around, and then the last time it's perfect. It sounds just like Mac.
Oh damn.
Damn, this motherfucker is terrifying.
Yeah, this guy has fucking powers on
and
powers
then,
on powers.
And then you hear you hear him doing a perfect impression of Billy laughing too. So the first thing he was trying, he perfected that too. And then that's the first time you see the monster. You see his hand come up in front of his face, like his fist comes up in infrared.
Yeah.
And he opens his hand, and the dead scorpion is in his hand.
Whoa.
What?
Right, and then he goes.
So he went down and grabbed it.
And then one more time, perfect impression of Mac. He goes, anytime, and then cut scene.
Dude, I'm so excited for this thing to fucking get going.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like an engine revving up right now.
Yeah, it
Right,
is.
and then, they're all moving through the jungle. They're doing it's like a montage to just show you that a lot of time has passed or whatever. So you see niggas moving bushes out the way, niggas stopping to drink water, all this other shit. And they just trying to head back to the rendezvous point because Dutch has already decided we getting the fuck out of here. Like, fuck this bullshit ass mission. We don't do this kind of thing. That kind of thing.
Right.
And so they walk miles and miles and miles, and then they stop to take a break. And Mac is talking to Blaine about, like, yo, this is the thickest jungle we ever seen. Like, they reminiscing, like, these two go way, way back. Like, they reminiscing about all the operations they done. But they both agree, like, yo, this is the thickest jungle I've ever seen. You know what I mean?
Okay. So
And that's
there
he's
is some
like
deep shit.
He goes, "This reminds me of Guatemala," or
Cambodia.
yeah, this reminds me of Cambodia.
What happened in Cambodia?
Right? They don't say. They never say.
Not as bad as about what's about to happen now.
Actually, no. It does come up later.
Okay.
Right. So, or at least I think so. No. What I'm saying is something that comes up later. I think is about Cambodia, but I can't say for sure. So,
I was trying to say I think so though about a movie you saw.
I've seen 3 times this week.
You're not telling us directly, but that's funny as hell.
Okay, so they talk about how it's the thickest jungle they ever seen, and then the girl pretends to fall. So remember, Dylan is dragging the girl along.
Does this girl have big tits?
No. She's like a cute little Asian girl.
Okay.
Okay.
These tricky horrors, man.
No. So she speaks Spanish, so it might be Guatemala that they in.
Yeah, they might probably in Guatemala.
Yeah, some Central American jungle.
Yeah, somewhere in Central America. So the girl.
Peru.
That's south.
Yeah, something. So the girl pretends to fall, and
son of a bitch.
And then when Dylan goes down to like help her up, she gets up and throws dirt in his face and tries to run off. Right. And she gets pretty far, and she tries to climb up on this thing, and she gets up, and Poncho's standing right there. You know what I mean? And he looks at Dylan. He's like, "Yo, you need to put her on a leash."
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean? And
can't live with him. Can't kidnap him in the jungle. I think that's how the saying goes.
He goes, "Yeah, you need to put her on a leach, Mr. Agent Man."
That's
you
not
know?
how the saying goes.
So then you see the infrared vision from the Predator. He's watching again from up top, and Arnold tells him to stop because he notices that Billy is like rubbing some trinket, like some Native American charm or something, and he seems kind of nervous, and that Billy don't never be nervous. So Dutch asked Mac like, "Yo, what has Billy spooked over there?" And Mac's like, "Yo, I have no idea, but he been acting weird all morning." You know what I mean? And Dutch walks up on Billy, and he has to call his name a few times, like Billy. You know what I mean? To like snap him out of it, and Billy snaps out of it and goes, and Dutch says, "Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?" And Billy's like, "Yo, it's something in those trees. It's something in them trees."
Okay.
Billy, I fuck with Billy. He knows what's up.
Yeah, that's why he the scout.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He can feel it. He heard him.
Yeah.
He heard him earlier.
He heard him and he just feels the energy is off.
Yeah, he's like, also, when somebody's tracking, like, bro, somebody's tracking us right now.
Yeah.
And they still walking a little more, and then you see the infrared watching them from the trees. He's watching this happen. The girl, so like they're stopped. They're like humble down. The girl and she has her hand, like her hands are in the dirt, but he doesn't see that she has her hand around like this big ass stick, and she gets up and fucking smacks Dylan in the head with it and runs again. You know what I mean? And so the infrared vision watching all this from the trees, and Dutch points at fucking Nerd Boy and fucking, he goes after her, and they get into this clearing, and he tackles her, and she's like fighting him off, and he screams like, "Please, like don't make me hurt you, like fucking stop, chilling," and then she freezes, and you see the Predator come up behind him, but he's cloaked, so he's like halfway invisible, but and
how did she see him?
Because like I told you, it's like a shimmer. It's like,
so she saw that.
Right, like if you was looking at a still background and you saw the Predator walk by, you would know like, yo, something just walked by, but it.
But I didn't see, what the fuck was that?
So she just sees something come up on him.
Yeah.
Like it looked like, you'll see how she describes it later.
And she's been living in the woods, so she knows that something's going on here.
Yeah, exactly.
And this ain't normal.
Yeah.
And so he walks behind him in the cloaking device, and he just splits his fucking head open.
How?
It doesn't really show you, just because all you see is her looking like this, and and then it cuts to the other direction, and you see him looking at her like what, and then you see her seeing the Predator come up behind him, and then it's her again, and you just see blood go across her face, and then you see his body drop.
Damn, so we don't know how this nigga killed him.
Damn.
Right.
Also, white guy dies first.
Yeah, white guy dies first.
White guy dies first.
He did that first.
White guy dies.
Yeah, white guy dies first.
At least in the main group, yeah.
That's also smart to. I like how they're using. This is why this movie was a hit too. They're not overusing the Predator here. We still haven't seen him do anything yet.
Well, it's
we have. That's the first time we kind of saw him,
and we didn't even see how he killed the motherfucker. It's
Right.
like, oh, this nigga's it's a bad boy.
It's a Stephen King talks about it's always scarier if your monster doesn't have if your audience doesn't see your monster. Meaning that like if you have a monster that the audience sees and then doesn't see it, and all of a sudden you show it. Like, and the monster has like 5 eyes and 5 arms. The audience might be like, "Oh, I imagined 100 eyes and 100 arms."
Yep.
So it's always better to.
I think you've said that before on this podcast.
Maybe just hold
You
back
have,
on the
definitely
monster.
have.
Yeah.
This is so many episodes. Probably.
Yeah, but I mean, I know you have because I've heard that exact thing, and it's like I would only hear it from you. But beaters, we're gonna run that again because that's a very good fucking point.
It's very important.
On monster shit, that's a good fucking point, bro. Like how
hold off as long as you can.
As long as you can, or don't show at all. You don't even have to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes you ain't got to show nothing. You know what I mean?
But this is great how they're slow playing this.
So boom, dudes get his head split open, and then his body just get dragged into the woods. You know what I mean? And so now everyone hears the scream, and they all come running up with these concerned looks on their eyes. And Dutch goes to like look in the bushes, and Dutch says, "No." So I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. So the rest of them catch up, and they follow the trail of blood into the bushes, right? Poncho does. Poncho's the first one there. He sees where the blood leads and walks into the bushes after the blood. And then the rest of them catch up and look at the girl. She looking traumatized as fuck, covered in blood, fucking shaking. You know what I mean? She don't know what the fuck. And then Poncho comes out of the woods and says like, "Dutch, you got to come take a look at this." And he's still looking at the girl. Dutch is like, "Why did you find Hawkins?" Like, so Dutch is looking at the girl and he's like, "Why did you find Hawkins?" And Poncho's like, I can't tell. You know what I mean? Because all he's got is Hawkins' gear. He got like his jacket, his pack. You know what I mean? But he's like, I don't know if I found him or not. It's like a mess over here though. Okay. And this is his stuff. You know what I mean? So
and whatever happened really quick.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, this nigga is skinning people and learning how to talk so he can be a fucking human. And they're alien invade because they dropped him off. Oh, I'm already there with you, Predator. You think you fucking slick, nigga? Don't tell me if I'm right, but nigga, they think I don't know stuff, Hassan. That's what they think.
So now,
you with me on that theory?
It's playable, but I'm curious if he's trying to like cloak himself as a human because this is based off what I've seen how the Predator looks. I don't think there's any way you could cover that into a person's skin and everyone would be like,
but he's skinning them and he's trying to get their voices down. What's he doing?
I think he's just a top level hunter. And so he's just trying to kill, survive. I think he is.
What's the skinning him thing?
I think he is. That's because that's what he's into. I think he is. I think he is. My guess is he is the Billy of whatever alien team. Like he is the scout team for the aliens. And he's testing humans out to see like how much do we fight back and yada 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 and all that sort of stuff.
That's okay. That's still I like your theory too.
Mm-hmm. Good theories over there. So where was I? Okay, so Poncho tries to. Okay. So now everybody has like these like concerned looks on their faces. They all concerned all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. Right?
I would be.
They're not scared because again, remember this is they the best in the world.
Right.
You know, like so they're like just irritated. Like someone's fucking with us.
Someone's good. Like someone's also good. Like it's not like some loser.
They're good and they're forgotten. But also there's some weird shit going on here. Like there's some questions that need to be answered. You know? So now Dutch goes, looks in the bushes. He goes, "What in God's name? Like where the hell is the body?" And Poncho tries to speak Spanish to the girl to get her to tell them like what happened, and she says in Spanish, she says, "The jungle took him. The trees came alive and snatched him." You know what I mean? Because like that's what it looked like.
That's what it looked like. Yeah.
That's fucking real.
So that pisses Dylan off because Dylan's like, "Bitch, no."
Mm-hmm. Give me a real answer.
What the fuck happened? You working with these people? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's like that, right? Mm-hmm. And they all start arguing about whether or not, you know, which story makes more sense or blah, blah, blah. Like, why would she lie? Blah, blah.
Yeah, why would you not go with the people then? Why would you just stay back?
And then they all started arguing. Okay, so then Dutch interrupts them all. He's like, "Why didn't they take his radio or his weapon?" Then Dylan says, "They did the same thing to Jim Hopper." You know, so the first body they found that was skinned, they left all his shit behind.
Everything, everything important.
Right. So
this nigga don't need that bullshit.
Yeah. Right.
Damn.
Then Dutch goes, "Okay, everyone spread out."
Dutch
Says, "I want Hawkins' body found." You know what I mean? So boom, now the team goes to work. And you see the camera, everybody spreads out, you see the camera slowly pans up this tree, and it's following a vine that's covered in blood. And it gets to the fucking top, and it's Hawkins' body just hanging there, Nerd Boy, the one that got snatched into the woods.
Yeah.
His body just hanging there, and it's halfway skinned. You know what I mean? Now Blaine, Jesse Ventura, he thinks he hears something in the bushes and grips his Gatling gun and starts like mumbling and talking some shit under his breath. And he's like, come on, baby. Old Painless is waiting. Right? Old Painless is waiting. And then he notices that it's like a little cute baby porcupine. And he chuckles to himself like, you know what I mean? Like relief. And then out of nowhere, his ear just gets blown off. You know what I mean? Like an energy blast. Like you can see it's like a blue blast, like pow, and it just clips his ear and takes his fucking ear off. And he spins around and another blast hits him in the fucking chest. Boom, he just dropped dead.
Damn.
Wait, how big is it? Like the one that hits him in the chest. How big is it? Is it small? Is it
the hole?
Yeah.
The hole of the blast.
The blast in his body.
It was like football sized.
Okay.
Damn, that's big though.
Yeah. It was like maybe that's a little much. It was like softball sized.
Okay, that's still
a large hole.
Yeah, that's a large. It's bigger than a bullet, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's even weirder than that, right? So now, so then the rest of the team comes running when they hear him scream, right? And Mac gets there first, and he sees the invisible silhouette of the Predator, like he sees him, and the Predator wants him to see him because the Predator like made his eyes glow. His eyes glue yellow. He's still invisible, but it's just his eyes glow, right? And then he runs into the bushes, and then Matt goes, contact! It just starts fucking shooting in every which way because he can't see him. And he just starts fucking emptying his gun. Contact! Die, motherfucker! And all the way till he runs all out of bullets. Then he picks up Jesse Ventura's fucking Gatling gun and fucking keeps shooting that, right? And then everybody else this is a tight ass shot. Everybody else shows up one and one, like kind of staggered, all in the line. They all just shooting where he's shooting.
Because they're like, what's up?
Right,
what's up,
and
motherfucker?
Bro, they shoot so much fucking ammo that like they level this whole fucking piece of the forest in front of them.
Right.
Like when they all said and done, it ain't nothing. It's all these trees and all that shit.
Cut them up with bullets.
It's a wrap. Yeah. And
exactly like the Hopper scene.
Right.
Yeah.
and then when it's all said and done, everybody's out of ammo, or at least their guns are empty, and Mac is still going but the gun is just spinning. There ain't no more bullets in it. It's just spinning. He's just like in a daze, but he's slowly like calming himself down.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? He just
Bro, that was turned up, dog. Great.
Yeah.
God, you got me excited, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Woo, I'm in it. I'm there. I'm in the fucking jungle, nigga.
And then Max says like softly, under his breath, like, I saw it. I fucking saw it. And Dutch is like examining Blaine's body, and he notices like there's no shrapnel in the wound. He's talking to Dylan like, it's no shrapnel, it's no powder burns. And Dylan's like, yo, and the wound is cauterized, like it cauterized itself. Like, what the fuck could have done this to a person, right?
Right.
And then Dutch gets Mac to snap out of it, but like he's like just saying his name again, Mac, Sergeant. And he snaps out of it. He's like, yo, who did this? And Mac's like, I don't know, goddammit. I saw something. So now you can taste like the first little bit of fear in these guys.
Oh, hell yeah, because this ranger just
right.
said, he didn't say what he saw. He said, I saw something.
Right.
He didn't say someone.
And keep in mind,
These
these
say
niggas,
someone.
So that's not something.
Good point.
yeah, these niggas, because these niggas have been on so many operations that it was just a fun day at the office to them when they wiped out a rebel camp.
Right.
They've seen so much, and now it's like there's nothing that they haven't seen, and there ain't nothing they imagine they gonna come across that they haven't seen. And this is the first time they all like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this? Right, what the fuck is going on? And Mac is like, I saw something. You know what I mean? Like
You can't tell me I didn't see
right.
it.
I saw that motherfucker. His eyes glow. I saw him. You know what I mean? So you can't. It wasn't my imagination.
And it shot homeboy who's
Right.
dead.
And then shot him with a
Some
weapon
magic weapon that we don't know about.
right, a weapon that fucking didn't leave no powder burns, and took him out in one shot. Yeah. So, so now Poncho. So Poncho is also like scouting. Poncho comes out of the woods and he's like, there's nothing. Like that he's examining the area in front of where they just leveled all. And he's like, there's nothing. No blood, no bodies, nothing. You know what I mean? Everything's gone. And now Arnold stands up and tells Dylan to get on the radio. Like, yo, we getting the fuck up out of here. Call it in. Tell them to come
This
get
is
us.
beyond
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. And
We need a nuke, nigga.
And so Dylan, he tells him to get on the radio, and he has to snap Mac out of it again. Mac is just like in a daze still. And he goes, yo, I want you to set up a defensive position on the bridge over there. I want it loaded with all the explosives we have. Then I want you to pack Blaine's body up in a poncho so we can bring it with us. You know what I mean? Then the hostage girl finds like some like fluorescent green, like it's like the alien's blood. Like she finds, it's like, you know them glow sticks?
Yeah.
She finds like that shit like on a leaf. But she don't say nothing to everybody. It's like the one thing they all miss, but she saw it and she got a little bit on her fingers and like rubbed it on her, but she ain't say nothing. She still don't fuck with them. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Damn. But she saw, but they got this nigga. He's bleeding.
Well, they don't know that yet. You know what I mean? So then Mac comes up to Dutch and tells him, yo, I set up mine. Oh, so I forget to tell you. So now it's like dusk. It's like the sun's going down.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Oh shit! This is all with the sun up.
yeah, that was all daytime. Now it's like
This is worse now.
it's finna be nighttime. Yeah, that's why he told him, well, we setting up camp. I want, so
Yeah.
So then Mac comes up to Dutch and tells him like, yo, I set up mines, claymores, frag grenades, tripwires. Yo, ain't nothing could get near this place without tripping something. And he starts to walk away and Dutch says, Mac, he was a good man. And Mac says, he was my friend.
Oh, there's some heart in Predator.
Yeah, like he's fucked up about this. Like this was his ace from like way, way back. You know what I mean?
Do they have a trap to stop something from dropping down from the trees?
I don't know, son.
Because that's obviously where my brain went as well.
Yeah, it's like,
No,
yeah.
but keep in mind, they don't know that he's up in the tree.
They don't know he's up in the trees, right?
They don't know this nigga's in
Yeah.
the trees, bro.
They don't know nothing about this nigga.
No.
They think he's just a invisible.
Yeah, just Mac has maybe seen something. That's all they know about him. Damn, how do they beat this motherfucker?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
That's
and,
what I'm
and the thing is, Mac doesn't say that he was invisible.
Okay.
Mac is just like, I saw something. Like maybe he just don't want to believe what he saw.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't even know because I feel him that like I don't even know what I saw.
And the girl saying the woods came alive.
Yeah.
So what are you supposed to, you know what I mean? So now cut to Mac. He has another beautiful moment. Cut to Mac drinking out of his flask, and it has like some symbol for some army unit or something on it. And he takes a final like swig out of the flask, and puts it on his body.
On his homie's body?
Right, to say goodbye, right? Now, and then, so he's saying goodbye, paying his final respects to his homie, and cut to the Predator, and the Predator's like limping over this log, bleeding this green fluorescent shit, and he sits down on the log and takes out like this alien like first aid kit or whatever, and he's doing his little bobbles and potions and shit, and gets it all together, and he fucking stabs it in his leg, and screams so fucking loud that like it echoes through everywhere. It sounds like a monster, like ah, right? And but they're just far enough where like he's far enough away from them where it was like, again, only the native dude like barely hears it. You know what I mean? He like barely hears it. Fuck, whatever. So they go on about their business, right? So cut to Dylan on the radio with headquarters asking for extraction, right? And headquarters tells him like, yo, we can't come get you until the morning time. Till 1000 or 0900.
So they have to fucking survive now.
So they gotta survive overnight, right?
My.
Yeah.
Brian, B-Sim, this is fucking intense, bro.
Yeah, man, I love
This
this
is
movie.
intense as shit.
Dutch looks at Dylan and goes, well, I guess you're an expendable asset, you know. And Dylan is like, that's fucking different. I can accept that. I do the fucking job. And Dutch is like, bullshit. You just like the rest of us. Like, basically, like, nigga, you try and get up out of here alive too, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
obviously.
Yeah.
yeah. So then Dylan tries to snap Mac out of his days again and ask him like, yo, how many were there? Mac says, like, yo, I don't know. I only saw one camouflage. His eyes disappeared. What? His eyes, they disappeared. All I know is I let off 200 rounds from the minigun. At that range, ain't nothing on this earth could have survived. See, that's what Mac spooked. Mac is like, nigga.
This is not a human.
Yeah, I let off a gun that's usually attached to a helicopter, nigga. I
know what I have.
Right.
I know the power
emptied that joint right here, nigga, and ain't no bodies in there. He know like this ain't human. He
didn't have enough time to get away like that. The motherfucker did not have enough time.
Ain't no way he got away, right?
Yeah, he knows that something's up. This is
So Dutch can see that like Mac is fucked up. So he tells Mac, yo, you take the first watch so you can get the most sleep. So you take the first watch and then, you know, so you can get some rest. Dylan demands that Pancho ask the girl again in Spanish what the fuck she saw. Because he don't believe it. He like, yeah, motherfuckers losing it out here. And the girl says the same thing. The jungle came alive and took him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so then Pancho notices that Billy, the native, is staring off in the distance. Like he's spooked, you know? And he says, Billy, I know you know something. Like, what's up? What is it? And Billy just goes, I'm scared. I'm scared, Pancho. And Pancho's like, bullshit. You ain't scared of no man. And Billy goes, it's something out there waiting for us, and it ain't no man. We all gonna die out here.
Damn, what a good line.
Woo!
Lion City, bitch. Lion City, bitch.
Yeah, man.
Lion City, bitch. Lion City, bitch.
Billy
Yeah.
is
Billy can sense
fucking for real, dude.
Yeah.
Then
He can feel that shit.
so then Dylan is still in denial. Dylan's like, he says, your men are losing their minds. It ain't nothing but a couple of guys out there doing all this. We can take them down. And Dutch says, you still don't get it, do you? Whatever's out there killed Harper, and now it wants us. Scene. Right?
Damn.
So now it's nighttime, right? And Mac is on watch. He talking to his dead homie's body, right? And he's like clearly hysterical. And he has a fucking awesome speech. And he's like, here we go again, bro. Just you and me. Same kind of moon, same kind of jungle. Remember number 10 night, whole platoon, 32 men chopped up in the meat. We walked out there, just me and you. We walked out of it, nobody else. Right on top of them. Not a scratch, not a fucking scratch. You know whoever got you, he gonna come back again. And when he do, I'ma cut your name right into him. I'ma cut your motherfucking name in him. And then he hears a twig snap. Mm-hmm. Right? And he turns around suddenly. Then one of the flares goes off. Psh, one of his little traps that he said fucking shoots up into the fucking sky.
Right.
And explosions just start going off all over the place. You see the fucking alien gun shoot something, and then shit starts exploding, like their traps and shit start exploding everywhere. And then everybody wakes up. Dutch catches something. Not Dutch. Mac catches something and starts fucking stabbing it over and over and over again. Like he stabbed this joint like 50 fucking times. And the rest of the team comes running over with their flashlights on them. And right when it gets to the point where like the flashlight is starting to settle on Mac, you can see he's like out of breath. His hand is all like covered in blood and shit. And he's like, I got you, motherfucker. I got you. He's like saying it all over again.
And it's the girl.
And they raise up the light and it's shining on him, and it's a dead boar. He just like stabbed.
I knew it was an animal.
He stabbed a wild boar to death. Nigga, that's like
impressive. Boars kill people.
Yeah, dude.
Those things, they're
Robert
fucking
Baratheon?
huge. Yeah, right. Robert Baratheon.
It killed Robert Baratheon. That sets the whole thing off. A boar sets all of Game of Thrones off.
Yeah, and Pancho starts laughing at him and giving him shit about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, you think you could have killed something a little bigger? And Mac is like, fuck you, like I'm not playing. You know what I mean? The joke stopped right there.
Right.
And then Billy says, Major, that's Dutch, come take a look at this. And they all run over. Hawkins' body is missing.
Oh, you mean Jesse Ventura?
No.
I thought Hawkins' body was up in a tree.
Right. They have all the bodies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but both bodies are missing. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm
So
retarded.
Blaine's body's missing and Hawkins' body.
Yeah, their bodies are missing. Right.
Right.
And hold on, I lost my spot. Okay, yeah. So then, so that's the end of that scene. So then the sun is up now, right? It's morning time.
Right.
They made it through the night, and they notice that there aren't any tracks still. You know, so this thing set off their traps, distracted them with a wild animal, so he could sneak in and steal this body, and then ain't no sign of him.
Right.
Right? And Dutch asked, like, how could he have gotten in without leaving no tracks? And that's when Dutch realizes he's using the trees. And he says it. He that's when he like stomps over, because he's at the point where he's like, I'm tired of motherfuckers holding. Like once he realizes this thing is using the trees,
yeah. Then
he walks over to the girl and he's like, and he grabs her. He's like, no more bullshit. You know what I mean? Tell me the truth. and he goes, yesterday, what did you see? And Dylan's like, Dutch, you're wasting your damn time. And Dutch is like, no more games. And Anna's like, now in English, she goes, I don't know what it was. In perfect English, it changed colors just like the jungle. And Dylan's like, yo, you saying that those men were killed by a fucking lizard? No fucking way. Like Dylan still don't grasp the gravity of all this. Mm-hmm. And Dutch is like, what's your name? She's like, Anna. He's like, all right, Anna. He reaches up, cuts the ropes off her hands, and he looks her dead in her eye. And he's like, this thing is hunting all of us. She, like trying to tell her, like, bitch, you can run if you want to. Like, we in this together. Like it's something else. Because, again, now he's calling it a thing.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo,
this ain't no fucking man.
Right. So this thing's coming out to everybody like,
this thing's hungry. We don't know. This thing could be eating this shit. Yeah, we don't know what it's doing.
So she nods her head like with understanding, and Dylan walks up like, yo, Dutch, what the hell do you think you're doing? I'm taking her with me. And Dutch is like, yo, we gonna need everybody. And Dylan's like, we out of here in 5 minutes, me and the girl. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We going to the chopper. And Dutch says, we make a stand now, or there will be no one left to go to the chopper. Right? He's trying to tell him, like, nigga.
Like, this thing's not letting us get to the chopper. I don't know how you even realize this.
Right.
Because I've clearly realized, like, this thing is not.
This thing is hunting us.
Yeah, it's hunting us.
Right.
Well, this is how you know it's a movie, because the U.S. government official doesn't understand the gravity of the situation.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well, that would never happen in real life.
Yeah, usually they're on top of it, and they really know what the bad things are going on. But
dude, I can't wait till we're fucking United China States of China.
United China States of China.
So Dutch
hao,
Dutch goes to walk off.
It's gonna be so much worse.
Yeah, it really is.
Dutch starts walking off, and then Anna goes, wait, there's one more thing. Mm-hmm. After y'all was shooting at it earlier, you must have wounded it because I found some of his blood. And then Dutch goes, if it can bleed, we can kill it.
I've heard that line.
Great.
And scene.
If I've heard that line, if it can bleed, we can kill it. I've literally heard that. I've heard that line in motherfucking
everything.
Yeah, classic. Like those like I love the whatevers. I love the 80s and shit. Those shows, remember those?
Yeah. VH1.
Uh-huh.
Man, I wonder what VH1's up to right now. You know?
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Ooh, not much, bro.
Yeah.
A bowl of cereal.
They should do a Where Have They Been, but for
the
VH1.
whole fucking station, nigga.
Where are they now?
Yeah, man, they probably desperate, nigga. They shooting a reality show that's like Puppy Crush.
Yeah.
Puppies handling COVID.
Right. Okay, so now it's a montage of the team setting up every kind of booby trap they can think of.
Ooh, I love a good montage.
Nice.
Pits, spikes, nigga. I don't know what you call those, like foot nooses, nigga.
Oh yeah. I know you're
Whatever
talking
you call those.
about.
I remember when
Footnotes
there was a montage of Rambo doing all that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's like that. It's like the Rambo montage of all the traps and all of that shit.
Booby trap montage.
Yeah.
And then Dylan, still Mr. Fucking Negative, is like, you really think this Boy Scout bullshit is gonna work? and Dutch is like, yo, he can see, or the thing can see our tripwires, but maybe he can't see this. Like, cause they, it's all wood and herbs and shit.
Yeah.
And I know I keep giving Dutch my accent and then my shitty Arnold Schwarzenegger, but
No, it's fine.
No,
Your Schwarzenegger's getting better over time, which has been a joy to watch.
Your Schwarzenegger has grown and we've grown with it.
Yeah.
So then Dutch goes, the thing can see our traps, maybe he can't see these.
Dutch is smart as shit.
He's like,
Yeah.
instead of complaining, maybe you help out.
Bitch.
Right. And then it cuts to Dylan. Now this is Apollo Creed's time to have his shirt off.
Mm-hmm.
He cuts to Apollo Creed and he's fucking they're like pulling. He's pulling something. It's just
Yeah.
But just to show how ripped this
right,
man
right,
is.
Right. He's ripped as a motherfucker.
Oh, fucking Carl Weathers?
And he's pulling like helping lift something heavy.
Right.
It's probably like in his contract.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
This man was shredded for a decade.
Look, Carl.
be
We can get you in Predator, but you have to glisten in one of the scenes.
he
You gotta
was-
glisten.
I think in 2 decades.
He
I'm
was
sorry,
shredded.
70s through 80s.
He
Yeah.
wanted to be the number 2 nigga in Rocky.
In Rocky.
Yeah.
And the number 2 nigga in this.
Yeah.
And just he has been carved.
He might be the greatest number 2.
Yeah, because even in Happy Gilmore, he's a great number 2 in that.
Yeah. So
That's an interesting statement.
So then, okay,
Thinking.
so now the montage is over, and now they're all just waiting on the ambush, waiting for the thing to fucking try to come up in that shit, right? And Mac is sitting there like obsessively shaving his face, even though he doesn't have any hair in his face.
Okay.
He's just scraping his skin with this razor.
Damn.
Ugh.
And he freezes in one spot, and he's pressing so hard that it snaps. The razor snaps, and then it's just bleeding right there where he was pressing. And Dylan
That's how
was like-
strong this dude's cheeks are?
right? And then, but then you see the camera like the change focus, and Dylan is behind him watching him, like over here watching him.
Right.
This motherfucker done lost his damn mind.
He is losing it.
Right.
That is
Yeah,
for sure.
He's one of the first human beings to see an alien.
Yeah.
He's one of the literally first
Right.
human beings to
And
see
then
an
it
alien.
murdered
then-
his best friend. In
Yeah.
a way he can't explain.
And
So-
then got away with it.
so
Right.
it's like,
Yeah.
his brain's a little fucking loopy.
So
Shut up out there. Sorry, guys. 12 rolling by.
Well, I think that was an ambulance. No, that was
They're all
12.
Hey, they're all 12.
I don't. That's a dangerous road to go down.
No, dude. You got sirens on your car, you motherfucking 12, nigga. But I don't fuck with you.
yeah, ambulance siren should be different. It should be like,
Oh,
yeah.
we're here to help you. Yeah, they should be singing help. And then the fire the thing should be, it's getting hot in here. So take off. And everyone's like, get out the way. You hear it. You hear it's getting hot in here.
Christoph Waltz. That's
So
number
then-
2. Anyways.
Wait a minute.
That's what I was thinking.
Get out of here.
That's what I was
This
thinking.
guy.
Christoph Waltz. Okay,
That was a
so
really good callback.
Yeah.
so
Or
now
was it? I don't know what it was. I liked
so
it.
now they're all sitting in the dark, like in the half dusk, in this waiting on their little tree, and they all like, in the trees and like not sitting out around a fire.
Oh, they're all in the trees? They're up now?
No, because they're done building their traps, and they're all just like hidden, like in the cut. With like, if you was to walk up, you
Brian,
might
Mike.
be able to see their. You might be able to see their faces.
But they hidden other than that.
So they'll
Right,
hit
but
it.
they but they're all in some cut of some kind, like
Okay.
not, and they just all looking out in every direction, hoping for
Wait,
this thing.
yeah.
Right,
Waiting for the
and
best.
and Anna starts telling a story about like how like this is an ancient legend in her village that like they would find men skinned alive in the jungle, but the way the story was passed down, it was like these monsters only come in the very hottest years.
Okay.
You know, so it's like, so then it's like revealing like the aliens like visit Earth over and over again.
I know it. Just now, it's like, oh, okay, my theory's done.
Okay, so maybe this is like an adolescent predator, and this is their like, you know, this is his version of a bar mitzvah. It's their become a man ceremony.
Oh, like the movie 300.
Yeah.
Like, hey, go out there, defeat a werewolf,
and
come back and be king.
Yes.
Yeah. She goes. They make trophies of men. You know what I mean?
What? Oh, their skin.
Right. Their skulls.
They take their skulls.
Their
Like
skulls,
we do with ant, and they mount them probably. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like we do
okay.
it.
Right. And
We
then
do that.
And
think
everybody
at
like
least.
after a while, everybody realizes like the trap isn't working. Like he's not gonna walk into this trap. You know what I mean? And then Dylan's like, okay, so what we gonna try next? Cheese. You know what I mean? And then Dutch stands up and just walks out. Whatever, he walks out in the open, and then one of the nets gets triggered, and it's like it's caught something, and it's caught like I think it's caught the predator, right? It's like and you can see something like struggling in the net, and then you see the blue blast come out. Boom! It's just fucking shooting and all these because now they're shooting at it. They're shooting at the thing, and a blue blast boom comes out. Bow! Takes somebody out. I don't know who got hit in the chest. I think it was Poncho got hit in the chest, and he falls, and by now the predator's like blasted his way out of the net, and he's fucking just hanging. He's hanging on a tree like this. You know what I mean? Arm.
You see him or the shimmer?
No, it's him, and it's the shimmer, and then it comes off for a second.
Okay.
For like 2 seconds, it comes off, and now it's dusk now. Keep in mind, it's daytime, but it's like getting dark, and he's hanging on, and for 2 seconds, you see him without the shimmer.
Right.
Dreadlocks and all.
And it's just an armor. It's this like weird, like flat, like almost triangle face. And they're not quite dreadlocks. They like space dreadlocks. You know what I mean?
Space locks.
It looks like somebody took like rubber tube
Right.
that you know that you would normally see like that black shit that's wrapped around pipes.
Yeah.
Like somebody took that and put like metal rings at the end of it to squeeze it like it's like dreadlocks, but it looks like it's made out of tubing.
Okay.
It don't look like human hair. It looks like fucking some alien shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Space locks.
Yeah, but
Space locks.
but only for a couple seconds. And
then he goes back invisible.
right then he goes back invisible and jumps off into the woods.
This motherfucker Harry Potter got the invisibility cloak going on.
Yeah, but Mac in them 2 seconds that he showed himself, Mac hit him a couple times.
Oh shit, Mac is fucking this thing up.
Mac is the only guy worth a
Yeah,
damn thing. Right
Mac is on top. Mac wants revenge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mac ain't playing games out here. So he takes off. The predator takes off to the bushes. Mac runs into the bushes after him. He's like, "I got you, motherfucker! I got you!" Right? He's after this nigga.
Yeah.
And Dutch runs back, tells Billy to get Poncho on his feet and get him to the chopper. And he starts to go after Mac, and then Dylan stops Dutch and is like, "Yo, hold on, Dutch. I'll go after him." Right? And Dutch looks back at Dylan like surprised, like, "That's not your style, Dylan." And Dylan says, "Well, maybe I picked up some bad habits from you. Get your people out of here." So now all of a sudden Dylan
Cares.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he saw the monster.
right,
Orlando Calrissian, huh?
Right, because now everyone's seen the monster. So it's like now you can't deny what the fuck is going on out here, nigga.
Right.
Oh,
So
I've
all of a
seen
sudden
this
now,
before.
So Dutch is like, you can't win this thing, Dylan. And Dylan's like, but maybe I can get even. And Dylan starts to run into the bushes, and then Mac goes, "Dylan," and throws him his machine gun. So now Dylan has 2 machine guns.
Dope.
And runs into the bushes after
Predator and Mac.
after Predator and Mac, right. So again, my man steals the scene. So then Dutch runs over. He sees Billy helping Poncho with his wound. And Billy goes, "Yo, he's busted up pretty bad." And Poncho is like in agony, like, I can make it. I can make it. You know?
Yeah.
What you say when you can't make it.
He got hit in the stomach. You know what I mean? So he fucked up. He
Oh,
ain't- he ain't-
God.
he
No,
ain't
he's
make it.
definitely not going to make it, dude.
Gut shot,
And-
baby.
With a bullet, you're done. With a
Yeah.
regular bullet.
Yeah.
And so Dutch runs over. He tells him he can make it. So he tells Billy to get the radio and that he'll take care of Poncho. You know what I mean? Like, go get the radio. Make sure we can get the fuck up out of here. Blah,
Right.
blah. So now cut to Mac. Mac is out of breath, stumbling up this hill. You know what I mean? And he's just taking shit off. He's taking off his vest. He's taking off his fucking pack. Everything heavy. All he got is his shirt, blouse, and his gun.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, but this is a process. He's like out of breath, just very haphazard, walking up this hill, right? And he's like, and he. Oh wait a minute, I skipped something. Hold on. Okay, so he falls to his knees. He's taking off shit, and he's screaming this Little Richard song, but in an unrecognizable way, right? He's like, you know the song Long Tall Sally or whatever.
I think if I heard it.
You know it if you heard of that.
Okay.
Long Tall Sally with the band on there, oh baby, yeah,
Okay.
baby. You know what I'm talking about?
That sounds familiar.
So,
Richard.
but
Yeah.
he's not singing it like that. He's just. It's like, you know how you sing. You know when you was a kid, did you ever like sing or have a thing you would say out loud when you was scared? Like if you were scared and by yourself, or you thought like maybe a monster or something was in the house, you'd be like, you know, you start singing some themes, like something to give you comfort or something like that.
No, I was the opposite. Very still.
Really? Oh well, but
this.
that's what it seems like he's doing right here. Where
Okay.
He's just like, look towards Sally, she built sweet, she got everything Uncle Johnny need. Oh baby, I'm gonna have some fun tonight. I'm gonna have some fun. You know what I mean? Like he getting ready.
As he's getting ready. As he's
Yeah,
like, yeah.
I'm gonna have some fun. I'm gonna have some fun. And then he goes off into the woods with just his gun and his fucking shirt. And Dylan comes up behind him and he's already gone. And Dylan comes up behind him and he finds his vest and shit and just walks in the same direction that it looks like the trail of his clothes is going, with a machine gun in each hand. And he's leaning on a tree wondering like where the fuck Mac could have went. You know what I mean? And then he hears Mac whisper, over here. And he's like looking like, what the fuck over there? And he's going like kind of sort of toward the voice, and he gets a couple of steps forward, and then Mac just grabs him from behind, grabs him with his mouth, keeps him quiet, drags him into the shadows right under these bushes, and he goes, shh, look over there. And Dylan like looks, and he's like, right there. See that motherfucker watching him? Right? Because now Mac sees him. Mac's obsessed.
Yeah.
And now Dylan sees it. Right?
It's the shimmer? It's the shimmer?
It's the shimmer, right. But they don't show it. They don't show what they see.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, yo, we gonna get this motherfucker. We both got scores to settle. You know, and I don't know if they made a little plan, a little powwow, and they both walk off in different directions, right? And now cut to Mac. Mac is crawling underneath this log. You know, they trying to come at him from two directions. Mac is crawling underneath this log, and he reaches up and grabs something, and you just see 3 red dots in a triangle on his arm. You know what I mean? And once he sees it, he's like, what the fuck? And then he looks up, and you see the Predator for a split second, and then Mac's head just blows up.
Damn.
And there goes Mac.
Damn.
Yeah, man. You thought Mac was going to get some kind of grand...
I mean, he did.
He did.
He got a grand exit.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to maybe live. I thought he might live. I ain't going to front.
Damn.
Yeah.
So instead of killing them first, they just killed the 2 black guys off at once.
Well, Dylan,
Well, let's see. We'll see if Carl survives.
The Predator's not
I am
fucking
ahead of
around
myself.
right now. The Predator's officially not fucking around now.
No.
Right.
As opposed to
yeah.
before.
Well, I'm sure if I am the Predator, I'm a little pissed off now, too. Because now the Predator would have had to have realized these guys are good.
These guys are
when
good.
When they trapped him in the net.
They're ruining my bar mitzvah.
They're ruining my bar mitzvah. I'm here to make money and fuck 13-year-olds
and
or
become
whatever.
a man.
Become a man.
Yeah.
And I'm in a net right now.
Yeah.
So now cut to Dutch.
Right.
Anna and Billy and Pancho heading towards the chopper. Right? Because remember, they split up.
Yeah.
Right? And Anna, Pancho can't hold his weapon no more. He drops it. And Anna goes to pick it up. And then Dutch tells her to leave it. He's like, he didn't kill you because you weren't armed. Like he figured that out. Like
Okay.
Because the Predator has some kind of weird code where it's like he wants you even matched. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He don't want like an easy. You know, I don't know how
He's a fucking real killer.
Right. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna kill you if you don't have a weapon.
Yeah.
Then you're. I don't get.
I don't become a man. This,
honor for
It's a bar mitzvah.
It's a bar mitzvah.
It's a predator mitzvah.
yeah.
or something. Yeah, I guess
Predator
I
bar
guess
mitzvah.
it's about mitzvah.
Scary. Yeah.
Also, I love how y'all assuming the Predator's a man.
Damn.
So
Could
this
be
could
a
be
bat
a bat. God damn it! You got that before me. You son of a bitch. You son of a
And
bitch.
that's the episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so now cut to Dylan trying to flank the Predator, right?
Right.
And he notices, so Dylan's coming from the other way, and he freezes because he can see way off in the distance. He can see Mac hanging like this, so he can see Mac's face upside down, like hanging off something with a fucking hole in his head.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
Skinned or not skinned?
Not skinned.
Not skinned.
Just hole in his head. And and then he hears Mac's voice echo through the trees, and it just says, anytime. You know, like he did when he took the fucking scorpion off.
Yeah.
Right.
It's that sound. And you can hear like the Predator like you can hear like that you hear like that sound. So whenever the Predator, whenever his night vision or his infrared vision pops on, it goes. So you hear him say anytime, and then you hear that, and then you hear the Predator sound.
That scary ass. Oh yeah.
Right. And cut to Dutch, back to Dutch, Anna and Poncho, and I'm sorry, no. I'm jumping ahead of myself. So then he starts looking through the treetops to spot the Predator, right? And
Right.
he spots him silhouetted up in the trees. And he starts to raise his gun from his right hand, and before his gun hit level, this part of his arm get blown off. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And he was so close
Damn.
to pulling the trigger that the gun's still shooting when that part of his arm is on the ground.
Damn.
Right? And so then it's still shooting on his ground. So then the Predator runs around him. You can see the silhouette. The Predator is running like around, about to come up behind him.
How fast is this nigga?
He's fast as a motherfucker. Like he shot the nigga from up here, and now like he shot him from right here, and now he about to come around behind.
Oh, this nigga's Black Panther.
Right.
Okay.
So then Dylan like catches a glimpse and tries to spin around, and as soon as he spins all the way around, he just catches that blade in his fucking chest. Pow! Predator moves around him.
That's Apollo Creed.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the end of him. It wasn't no big fight at all. I mean, he was just taking niggas out. I mean, obviously, he's like 7 foot. He's like, no, I think he's 8'2".
The Predator?
Yeah.
Damn.
And he's as fast as Black Panther,
Right.
infrared vision, and can imitate sound.
Yep.
How do you beat this?
And that's not all.
Oh,
Oh, nigga, yo. Oh, and he has a cannon on his shoulder that fires plasma beams
Oh, yeah.
wherever he wants, because it's linked to his helmet. So wherever he looking,
So perfect accuracy.
oh yeah.
Because he's shooting where he's looking.
Yeah, he shoots.
Damn.
Well, it shoots wherever he wants it to shoot at.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it hits wherever he wants to hit.
This thing is a superhero.
And
I think villain.
He's a super villain. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
You guys keep
villain.
saying that, and there's no proof of that.
Yeah.
So then, so everybody else, Dutch, Anna, Poncho, Billy, they hear they hear his scream.
Right.
As they're getting across, they're walking across this this log bridge. It's just like a log somebody put down for them to cross
Right.
a river, and they're walking across it, and Billy is pulling up the back, and they hear him die. They hear Apollo Creed die, and they freeze in their tracks, and Anna. I'm sorry, the others hear the scream across. Okay, and Billy stops and just starts throwing his shit off the bridge. So the rest of them are across.
Yeah.
Right.
Billy's in the middle of the tree bridge.
Yeah.
And he just makes up his mind like, fuck it. Throws his gun in the water, throws his vest in the water, and just pulls out his fucking big ass Bowie knife or whatever. and just waits for the predator on the bridge. Now, cut to Dutch, Anna, and Pancho, like way further up, because Dutch tries to talk him out of it, like, what are you doing, Billy? And Billy's like, yo,
this is going down.
yeah, this is going down,
I'll be
B.
a line of defense for you guys.
Yeah, and so cut to them way up ahead, and you just hear Billy screaming. You don't see him die. You just hear him. You hear him. Die. Yeah, he's dead.
Even better death. Woo,
Yeah.
because now you imagine his death.
Yeah, and so they freeze in their tracks, and they start looking around for it. You know what I mean? And Anna, the girl, she notices the predator up in the trees right behind them, and his eyes glow. And then he shoots Pancho in the back. So Pancho's already double wounded.
Pancho, getting it.
Yeah, Pancho drops his weapon again, and then Anna goes to pick it up, right? And then all in one smooth motion, like he was doing the kick part of the electric slide, all in one smooth motion, Dutch goes, no! And kicks the gun out of her hand, drops Pancho, because Pancho's like, he's holding up Pancho like this.
Yeah.
Drops Pancho, kicks the gun out of her hand, spins around, and shoots at the predator. All in one motion, right?
Damn.
Badass.
And because he doesn't want the predator to shoot at her, right? And then Dutch catches a beam right to the fucking shoulder. Bang! Flips over, boom, hits the ground, drops his gun, right? And this is the famous line. Now he's sitting there writhing in pain, and Anna starts to run to help him. And he goes, run, go, get to the chopper.
Yeah.
Get to the chopper.
The chopper.
Yo, God, this movie had everything, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he rolls over, stumbles to his feet, and starts running through the woods, right? And the predator is watching him through the infrared vision, and the predator is like catching up with his ass. Because again, remember, the predator will shoot him, but he don't have a gun.
Right. Which makes you think he should have got rid of the gun.
He's like, yo, I'm gonna run up on this nigga. I mean, what difference do it make? This thing is a monster.
Yeah, but if it won't kill you when you don't have a weapon.
No, it will kill you.
Or just not shoot you.
It won't shoot you.
Okay.
It has to kill you hand in hand.
I think it will only. My thing is, it won't kill you if you're not a threat to it. That's what it is.
Okay.
So the less of a threat you are, the less likely it'll kill you, and the less of a threat you are, that's gonna change how it kill you. But it's gonna kill him, nigga, because he's clearly
Arnold.
A threat.
a threat,
Yeah.
right? So,
Hit him with vicious one-liners.
so the predator's like right on his heels, bro,
Yeah.
and Arnold's like running, and you can see the predator behind him in the heat vision. The predator gets behind him, and right when the predator's like right up on him, Dutch slips and falls on this little fucking like steep hill and slides all the way down it. It's a cliff, nigga. It's a 200-foot drop.
Damn.
And he slides off the cliff all the way down, hits the fucking water. He's at the bottom of this waterfall. Like he fell, there's a waterfall like to his left. He fell into the fucking water, and he's getting swept up, and he swims, up against the current. He's fucking exhausted, and gets up on the beach, nigga. Pulls up on the beach. He's like covered in fucking mud. He gets like just out of the beach where he don't gotta swim no more. That much out of the water, like half his body out of the water on the beach, and he just like
I'm done.
like fuck, like takes a little minute. Looks like he gonna take a little nip nap, dog. Like he lays down, and then you hear the predator hit the fucking water. You know what I mean? Like he was like, there's no way he's gonna jump from them because I slipped.
Yo, and also it sounds like the predator's dive was precise as shit,
Oh,
nigga.
yeah, nigga. Yeah.
Like all tens.
Yeah,
You know?
he hit the water like, nigga,
Yeah.
like he wasn't scared of water going up his
Yeah,
nose.
exactly. I wasn't scared of none of that
That
shit.
like a missile, nigga.
Fuck rocks, all that.
Right, and Arnold's like fuck, and uses all his energy and crawls up underneath these like, where basically he's laying on his back, and there's like branches and shit
Covering him.
covering him, but he can he can see through it. Like it's not a hiding place, nigga. It's just like it's like nigga 0.5% chance this nigga won't see me, but this is all I got because
I'm
I
exhausted.
ain't got no juice.
Yeah.
Right, whatever. And the predator and he stops moving right as the predator is like rising up out of the water. You know what I mean? And you can see the predator's invisibility shit is glitching, nigga, because I guess it can't be wet or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Technology, right?
So it's glitching, and
he's
you can
bringing
see
a
like
bag of
little
rice.
static and shit running all over it. So he reaches up and like puts some on his wrist and turns it off, right?
Right.
And he's looking all around, and then he gets like a heat reading or whatever, nigga, and looks right at Dutch, and his cannon just boom, right? and it lands right over his shoulder, right?
Right.
And then a fucking rat runs out, and the predator's like, fuck, like the predator version of the same sound that Jesse Ventura made when he realized it was just a baby porcupine. You know,
Okay.
fucking, yeah,
Damn.
He fucking kicks a rock and fucking walks off.
Right.
Right.
The predator?
Yeah, the predator. Yeah.
Huh, little tipper tantrum.
And then, so
He's 13.
Oh, yeah.
Going on.
She.
Or she. 12 going on 13. Sorry.
13 going on 30, right, ladies?
Oh, bad movie, probably.
We'll throw a predator
So-
in there. It's not as bad.
Yeah.
So now Dutch is like astonished, nigga, and he wipes mud off his arm because he covered in mud because he walked up on the he crawled
Sure.
up on the riverbank,
Yeah.
right? So he's covered in mud, and that's when he realizes, oh, that nigga couldn't see me. Like that's when he realizes that the predator can see infrared, that is heat, because
Yeah.
the mud just made him cool. So the predator couldn't see him.
Right.
That's when he's like,
Got you, nigga.
I got a chance.
Yeah.
I got a chance. You know what I mean? So, okay. So that's when you hear the war drums slowly in the background. That's when the predator music. You know, it's the same shit from the beginning. The horns, the violins, and the war drums. That's it.
Okay.
Right? But it's not loud. It's not like triumph, but it's like shit starting.
Here we go.
Okay, here we
You know
go.
what I mean?
Final scene's about to begin.
Right. So now cut to the predator, and he's ripping the spine out of one of the humans that he's killed, and he's spraying some kind of like fog shit on the skull, and then when the fog clears up, all the skin and everything is gone off the skull, and it's perfectly clean white, and he fucking puts it in this little thing, and and you can see he has a collection. There's like 20 skulls in there.
Okay.
Damn, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Here.
Now cut back to Dutch, right? And he's rubbing mud on his face and all over his body at a campfire,
Right.
and he's like looking out over the jungle, like surveying the area or whatever. And then he oh yeah, I'm sorry, I skipped a part. Damn, that's gonna fuck it up, huh? So I'm sorry. Cut to Dutch. It's nighttime now.
Right.
Okay, so this is a major part. I can't skip this. It's nighttime now. So this is after the predators clean the skulls.
Right.
So, fuck no, I skipped this part too.
It's tough. It's
so
tough.
no, so before have you fucked up like this?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So
140
no, okay,
episodes of it.
so before you see the predator cleaning the skulls, after you hear the war drums playing, you can see Dutch crawls out of that little hole and starts making his way inland, and he looks up and he sees this giant hollow in a tree. It's like a hollow little area in the way these weird trees
Right.
are set, and he starts getting ideas. You can see like it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger with his thinking cap on, you know.
Oh, yeah. Thinking
yeah.
Arnold.
And you can see him like he gets all these ideas. He starts making traps. He's all covered in mud. He's laying spikes. He's rigging giant logs and shit, but he's covering it all in mud, so the predator can't see the traps. And he pulls this rope up and pulls this like giant log, so it's like pointing straight down, like a big ass fucking basically a tree, nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's rigged up so that it can fall on something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And he makes this whole fucking little spike pit too, and it's all in the hollow of that tree, right?
Okay.
And so now you see the predator clean the skulls for the trophies. Now cut to Dutch. It's nighttime now. He's been making traps and boobies all day,
Okay.
right? Now he's making a bow and arrow, right? And he's taking 2 of those 40 millimeter grenades, and he's emptying out the explosive shit in these grenades, and he's rolling them in these like jungle leaves or whatever, you know,
Okay.
to put them on the tip of shit. And then now cut to the predator. He's still shining up another skull and added it to his collection. And now cut back to Dutch. He's rubbing mud on his face at the campfire, looking out over the jungle, right? Then he lights a torch that he made, and he stands up on this hill, and it's him with the classic hero foot up on the thing, torch up in the air. Right, like trying to draw attention to itself.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can see it like echo all over the jungle, and then he throws it down and lights this big ass like bonfire, right? And now it cuts to the predator. The predator's like now jumping through the trees, working his way towards where the fire is, right? And Dutch hears the predator. So now Dutch is up in the fucking little cove that he
hollow,
found.
yeah.
And he's hugging this like big ass thick branch. He's not in the hollow, but he's at that tree above it hugging this branch, right? And the predator comes down right behind him. You know what I mean? And that's when you hear that sound. You hear that. Play that hoe. You can hear it. You can hear it just behind him. That's pretty close. Yeah. And Arnold hears it, but the predator doesn't see him because he's covered in mud. The predator doesn't see him, but the predator's right behind him.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Arnold's just looking at him right over his shoulders. You know what I mean? And
damn, he's that close.
So he waits for the predator to go past him, and he turns around and he's looking from above, right? And the predator is camo, but Dutch can see him because the predator is like right by the fire.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
And Dutch takes out the bow and arrow, takes the bow and arrow off his back and fires it at the fire, and it blows up right beside the predator, right? Mm-hmm. And it startles the predator, and the predator fucking automatically turns around and shoots just in that direction because he don't know where
He's
the
like,
fuck
what the fuck was
came
that?
from, right?
Yeah.
So
First time he's been caught off
He's
guard
being
the entire
hunted,
time.
yeah.
yeah. So now, the camo malfunctions again. I'm sorry. I fucked that up too.
So he's shooting up.
He's shooting up into the tree line because it's the first time a nigga done blasted on him, but him not being ready.
Yeah, he has severely underestimated our governor. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, dude, this motherfucker is the governor. Imagine.
This dude was a weightlifting champion. You gonna underestimate this man?
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay,
You're right.
So here's the thing. So Dutch has hopped to another tree already,
Okay.
right? And so that's the part I left out. When the predator first went past him, Dutch swung to another tree, and the predator looked but didn't see him.
Okay.
So then kept going to the fire. So now Dutch is at this other tree. Dutch shoots the bow and arrow. It explodes. So now the predator fucking shoots at this tree just reflexively, but he can't see him, so he just starts fucking shooting at it.
Right.
Like they were doing in the jungle, just
Yeah.
shooting, boom, 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 until the tree fucking falls
Right.
with Dutch on it. Fucking Dutch cracks a rib or something because he gets up and like limps away, but the predator's camouflage is like malfunctioning now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Dutch limps away. The predator sees the bushes move, so he can't see now because he's seeing heat, but he can see that the fucking bush moved where Dutch brushed past it, right?
Yeah.
And he hops down right where Dutch was.
Right.
Like he hops down and runs right to the fuck where he is, just based on seeing that bush move. You know what I mean? And Dutch is curled up, holding on to a log, nigga, like underneath the log like this.
Yeah.
And the predator is
Hey, Sam.
What up, Sam?
Hey Sam. The predator is standing right on top of the log.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger is on the bottom of the log, hanging on like this.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
With his feet too, with his feet and his hands like hugging the log.
Okay.
You know, and the predator walks right over top of him. And then, why did I write that? So then I said, I wrote, Dutch gets his I'm trying to see something face on, right? And he grabs a homemade pike. So the predator's already walked past him.
Yeah.
He grabs a homemade like spear, but it has that explosion shit on the end.
Yeah.
And he grabs a homemade spear, and
But I mean,
You were on really good pace till the ending. It's fucked you up. Man.
yeah, no, he grabbed a homemade spear and then grabs a rock and throws it and hits a boulder, right?
Right.
And then the predator Vision comes on and traces, like, can tell where the rock hit from the sound and fucking shoots at it right away. Boom! And hits the boulder. And that's when Arnold Schwarzenegger. So now they're playing cat and mouse. They think they're like trying to outsmart each other.
Right.
And Arnold thinks he's outsmarted the Predator, but at that same time, the Predator's fucking helmet like does a like and traces
where the rock came from
and shoots over there and hits where they are. Right.
Dope.
So now he's outsmarted Arnold, but also Arnold was doing that to try to see where the Predator was and threw the fucking spear at where the Predator was, and it blew up again. Okay. So it hurt he hurt the Predator again. The Predator, they hurt each other.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
These two dudes are fucking geniuses.
They're going at it right now.
Yeah, so now the Predator's fucking hurt though. He's limping, he's bleeding. And Dutch follows the bleeding into like this little like it's not really a cave, but it's like this little like closed in area that he has to like crawl into. He like sees this trail of the green blood.
Yeah.
And follows it there. And he crawls up in there, and then he can hear like the Predator like slowly lowers from the ceiling behind him. Mm-hmm. And Dutch realizes that the Predator is right behind him and has one more of those explosive sticks and fucking, sparks it and sets it on fire between his legs and hops out, and it blows up on the Predator again. But at the same time, the Predator shoots at him again, boom, and Dutch falls into this puddle, and it washes the fucking mud off.
Oh,
damn.
Fuck.
And when he comes out, he's not on a bank, he's holding on to a log. You know what I mean? And right when he starts to get up, he fucking gets his bearing to get up on the log, and then bang, you see the Predator's blade, the blades drop down on both sides of his neck like a fork. You know what I mean? While his shit is right here.
Right.
You know, and he lifts Dutch up and looks him in the eye, grabs him by the throat, and walks up and slams him into this tree.
God damn, this nigga's strong.
Yeah, dog. He lifted him up with one arm and
That's what
slammed
I'm
him into
saying.
a tree.
Like, what the fuck?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
So he looks him dead in his eye for a couple seconds. Then he drops him and starts walking away. Right? And he gets he takes like 10 paces. Then he turns around, looks at Dutch, and then he fucking reaches up, pops these two seals. And fucking takes off his fucking Predator helmet. And you can see like his mouth is like I don't know, like a face hugger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
What's a face hugger?
Remember that episode of Rick and Morty when they had things on the
Yeah.
kind of like that.
Yeah, it's like mandibles, nigga. His mouth is like mandibles, and
I don't know what any of that stuff is. But I get it though.
yeah, it's like
Like a fucking vampire, like a
yeah,
fucking
it's
Dracula
threads.
mouth.
it looks
Yeah.
like
Threads.
his mouth looks like it's made out of it's shaped like a spider.
They
Right.
play Mortal Kombat like Baraka.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, but teeth. You know what I mean? But now his skin kind of looks like a like snake skin almost, like wet snake skin. You know what? Like the lilac pit from Star Wars. That's what his mouth looked like.
Okay.
Like the pit that Luke Skywalker jumps
Jumps
out
out of. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
like that. And so now Dutch says, "You're one ugly motherfucker," and the Predator like claps his teeth together, where his teeth like clap together like he banged two fucking bones together.
Yeah.
And then spreads his arms like this and roars like, "Come on, motherfucker, man to man." You know what I mean? Like that's universal language, And he starts moving towards Dutch, like this, and Dutch picks up a big ass stick and tries to swing it at him, and the Predator just puts it up, bang, blocks it with his forearm, and it shatters like this.
Oh, he's strong as fuck.
Stick,
Yeah.
right? And then Dutch goes, "Bad idea," and then he just gets hit with the most vicious backhand nigga of all time. He flies like 10 feet.
Damn.
Yeah, and he lands in another puddle, further washing the mud off, right? And he crawls away trying to make it over.
Now the Predator's running up the score. That's
Right.
what it feels like.
Yeah. He's dunking on him, dog.
Yeah.
And
This
he
is
tries to
running
run
up
away
the score.
long, and the Predator grabs his legs, and Arnold turns around and tries to hit him with a back fist, and that just pisses him off, and the Predator just punches him like 10 times, dog. Bang, just hard, like grown man punches that are doing severe damage each punch.
Right, okay.
Boom, just showing him like, I'm way stronger than you, you nothing to me. You know what I mean? And Arnold, he hits him with one last little punch. And the Predator's just whooping his ass all up the jungle, and Arnold's crawling away, bleeding, as the Predator's just calmly walking behind him. Like Arnold is like now like in emergency mode, and the Predator's just taking his time, like I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. Right. And Arnold's crawling away, bleeding. So and it shows like Arnold crawls up into this other little cove, kind of like the same thing when he first was covered in the mud, where it's like branches kind of obscuring him, but not really. But you got to kind of duck under this thing to get to him. Mm-hmm. And they show the stick that he set up earlier. That's one of the traps. Is one of the sticks that he set up earlier, and the little spikes and shit. And the Predator crawls up and gets right to that point where if he had gone any further, he would have ran into them spikes.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the Predator's like looking at the shit like, and Arnold's like, come on, do it, kill me now, do it, come on, right? And the Predator's like looking at the traps like, nigga, you think I'm stupid? I ain't coming in there, motherfucker. I'm just gonna walk around here and kill your ass. You know what I mean? And the Predator walks around the other side, and Arnold smiles at him and fucking kicks the trap, and the fucking log pops down there, crushes the fucking Predator, right?
Damn.
Yeah, and
green glowy juice everywhere.
So yeah, so he can hear that Predator sound again, right? And he looks over and he sees this motherfucker is not dead. He's still fucking moving.
Jesus.
And Arnold picks up a big ass rock and walks over to him and holds it up above his head, and then he can see that like, oh, this nigga's gonna die. Like I don't need to kill him. I just let him die.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And
oh man, finish the job always.
yeah, and he drops the rock and he goes, "What the hell are you?" And the Predator like gurgles, like, "What the hell are you?" You know what I mean?
Clapping it back, yeah.
Yeah, like nigga, I'm having the same experience you having.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen your kind before, nigga. You just whipped my ass. You know,
I've been here I've been coming to this planet from bat mitzvahs for fucking generations,
Yeah.
nigga.
Right.
And we've been killing y'all.
So then the Predator flips up his little wrist computer, and he puts in like a little code, and then it's like beep boop, beep boop beep, beep boop beep boop, beep boop beep boop. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. And then it's clear that like this is an alien countdown. You know what I mean? Right. Countdown sound the same in every language.
Yeah.
Every language.
Right? And Arnold Schwarzenegger just starts running, right?
Right.
Boom, like hauling ass, boom, with all the strength he got left, boom, boom, boom. And he makes it just far enough, boom, fucking explosion. He flies over a fucking ledge. And then cut to the chopper, and it's full of static. It's sparks flying everywhere. Motherfuckers breaking out fire extinguishers, putting fire out like after this explosion. And it's Anna and the general and the pilot. And you can see the general looks out and he sees like a mushroom cloud like in the distance. And he's like, my God. Right? Cut back to smoke. And it's the smoke slowly starts to clear up. And you just see Dutch standing there, Diesel, half covered in ash, half covered in mud, with his hands on his hips. And the chopper lands right beside him on the embers of the fire. And the general was just looking at him in awe. You know what I mean? Then cut to Dutch. He's laid up in the helicopter, just nursing his wounds. And then he looks over and looks back at the jungle. And then roll credits.
Damn.
And then it's the drums.
Damn.
Yeah, that's Predator.
That's Predator. Okay. Goddamn. So it was a bat mitzvah.
That's what we learned.
That's what we learned.
And we learned he ruined.
Yeah. He ruined someone's coming of age party.
He ruined that nigga's coming of age party, bro.
Yeah.
He ruined it. I love the ending. Great telling of it. You got a little lost in the end, but you came.
I did. I brought it back.
But you brought it back. You very much brought it back. Dude, that was fucking intense
phenomenal movie.
That's a really good movie.
What a phenomenal movie. I can't wait to see the Predator itself.
Yeah, because he sounds like a badass.
Yeah, he does. He does. The Predator sounds like a badass. He's more technologically advanced. He's stronger than everyone, and Arnold still found a way to beat him.
Yeah, I like the cat and mouse game at the end.
Yeah.
I like Mac. I get why he's your favorite character because he does everything pretty much till the end.
Yeah, till he dies.
Till he
He's
dies.
the only one
He has the best moments in the movie.
Yeah,
he's
he
the only
does.
one who damages the motherfucker.
Yeah,
until
he
the end.
damages him. He damages him. You're right.
I'm gonna have some fun.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
Yeah, best act. Like his character had the most depth.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah.
I feel like he had the most lines.
Yeah.
I like that Arnold doesn't have a lot of lines. I like that the lead, that's why I love Mad Max. The motherfucker says, my name's Max at the end of the movie,
Yeah.
and that's it. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? Like, I love a lead that doesn't say much, and I love a villain that doesn't say anything. And this is fucking, oh my God, this villain's awesome. We did Bambi the week before, and the villain doesn't talk.
Yeah, it's 2 in a row.
2 weeks in a row, the villain doesn't talk, and it's a scary villain.
It's a predator who doesn't talk.
Yeah, it's in the jungle.
Yeah, in the jungle.
Yo, Bambi and Predator the same movie, nigga.
Yeah.
I see you, Predator, just copying shit. But fucking Brian Simpson, thank you so much, buddy.
How do I sign out?
You spoiled our beans.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Anything you want to plug?
Yeah, plug yourself. Please plug yourself.
Just my podcast, BS with Brian Simpson. It's not fun. It's not as funny as this. It's very.
You're funny though, and you're serious.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a very serious person. Yeah, I just talk about bullshit.
That's fair.
But-
It's a good listen.
It's a good listen.
Yeah.
Go follow him. Go watch his stand up. Just type in Brian Simpson on YouTube.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of his clips.
Check out his Your Mom's House appearances.
Check out his Your Mom's House appearances with Tom Segura, Christina P. And follow everything Brian Simpson. Follow him on Instagram and Twitter and all that fun stuff. And suck his dick if you see him in the world.
Check out my Lights Out with David Spade.
Check out his Lights
That's
Out
on
clip
YouTube.
with David Spade on YouTube.
Yeah.
And, lick his butthole, suck his penis when you see him.
Yep.
Hassan, follow him, lick his butthole, suck his penis.
Same time.
And
Yeah.
with me, you'll know what to do when you see me.
Yeah. See you guys soon.